All right, cool.
We are in fact live.
Did you know you were fighting a dragon turtle this game?
Where's
Ah!
my volume?
No!
Ah.
Camera, where's the camera?
Charlie, that's my
Where's
spot.
the camera?
Charlie, no, you're not. You're not playing Malia for me.
I mean, he
On your
might
mat.
be.
Stormbarker.
Stormborker?
Stormborker. Stormbork.
Mawifia Stormborker.
No, that's not your toy either.
Charlie, don't
On your
eat. Don't
mat.
eat King Koopa.
Why
Leave
not?
Bowser alone. He's just the president or the CEO of Nintendo.
Lie down, silly boy. There's a good
You throw me a
boy.
pencil.
Nine.
Yeah.
Orange one.
Where's my initiative tracker? Oh well, it's been lost to the ages.
And
Hello,
indeed.
everybody
Here.
on the internet.
Have an
Welcome
index
to
card.
Dork Tales. What's this?
Here you
I'll
go.
use these. Hey, everybody. This is Dork Tales, and welcome to generic fantasy setting number 17735. I am Kelly. I'm the dungeon master of this game, which is a 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons game set in a generic fantasy setting. Surprise, surprise. That is a homebrew that we've been making up as we go and then incorporating it into a larger world. The long story short is that on the subcontinent of Thestral, at the very southern tip, in the little town of Mog, a young girl was convinced by a band of thieves to help loot an ancient site of a goddess's temple. The goddess in question was Nirn, the goddess of darkness and earth and all things chthonic. And in stealing this giant purple gem called the Eye of Nirn out of the statue's forehead, the young girl, Mars, was cursed to become a tiefling and woke up, and the band of adventurers that had tricked her into doing it had all ran away. She went looking for the only person who she thought may be able to help her, a wizard called Edagon the Wise, who lives on the mainland. And as she traveled, she came across a couple of people. Tia Armstrong, the mercenary turned druid, half-orc, who is not here at the moment. She'll be coming in a little bit. And Malia Sunsworn. I almost said Stormborn again because I'm just thinking Game of Thrones. Stormborker. A druid who worships Nirn's twin sister, the goddess of the sky and heavens, Vela. Who has joined them on their quest to reunite the shards of Nirn and restore Marisol to her human form, as well as basically to stop a bunch of bad things from happening. Along the way, they also met up with Yasin, a wood elf monk. What? You missing a sheet? Or is that your... What?
I think this is the original one, actually.
Okay, then it's in the bin that's over somewhere there.
Okay.
I just grabbed it.
And so it's to the left of the computer. The bin.
Anyway, met up with Yasin, a monk, who stayed with the party for a little bit and then was pulled away to finish his training by giant eagles, because as we all know, giant eagles are the fantasy world equivalent of Uber. After that, they replaced him with a half-elf from the southern kingdom of... I forgot the name again. Avocado. And because... So, Avocaro, which is very well known for its specialty toast, which you can't afford. And so from
That was
Avocaro,
unintentional.
who is on a quest to restore his honor to his family. Shortly after that, they went through the caverns of Count Mount Doom Von Doom and discovered their final party member, an NPC PC named Ferret, who was later revealed to be not only a draconic, elfish-looking girl, but an actual dragon in humanoid form. From there, they have continuously traveled north and through the mountain range and along an ancient cleft in the earth called the Earth Scar, and have made it to Dogrun Bridge, one of the 3 bridges that connects to the main continent. In doing so, they've made it to Dogrun Bridge, which is apparently embroiled in bitter turmoil and has its border closed. Is it there?
Yes.
Okay. And they showed up, were instrumental in saving one of the city people from being murderated by a drow assassin.
Yes.
Stayed at a comfy inn, were prosecuted for racial crimes.
Yes.
And from there, have been tasked with doing a bunch of things for the jarl, who may or may not be evil, depending on who you ask.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know yet. Ryan's pretty sure he knows. But, so anyway, let's go around the circle real quick, introduce ourselves in 5-second clips. Kelly, DM.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm playing Justin.
Hi, Winter playing Mars. Tiefling.
Mike playing Xeno, half elf.
Christine playing Malia, the dwarf cleric.
Wow, you guys are so great. I'm going to give you inspiration. There's one for you, and then there's one for the ghost next to you. There's one for you, and then... I got lighter weight ones, so they didn't clang as much. They're also shinier. Okay, so we're going to start in just a sec. I'm just going to hand out a couple of things to mostly myself. And soon enough, I'll also have some downloadable content available on our Facebook and Instagram because I had nothing to do at work today. So I did some stuff that is going to show how huge of a nerd I am in about 30 seconds.
When I was on my way to work this morning, there was a dog and it was barking at me, but I also wanted to play, but it was barking at me. I didn't know what to do, but it was cute. That's my story.
All right. I'll allow it. +1 XP. I mean, this is D&D, not World of Darkness, so that's not going to go quite as far.
I put in, like, animal handling, but I didn't really handle the animal. It handled me.
Whoa!
It's just like, bark, 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 bark.
Does anybody else need pencils?
I am
No,
good.
we've got some extras.
I have so many pencils. All right, I'm just going to hand you out your minis. So we're going to still use the oldish minis. Hand that to Winter. But anyway, if you're just tuning in with us, thank you very much. Generic Fantasy Setting is a labor of geeky love, and we hope that you are enjoying it. Okay, that's you. You have your mini?
Yep.
Is he glued to a base?
He stands.
Oh, that is me.
All right,
That's
good
Mike.
enough. Yeah, that's I met. You're Mike, aren't you? Which?
I mean, Mike's currently growing a beard.
This is
I
true.
don't think that's even possible for me, so...
Aren't we all, Mike?
There's Farah.
What?
There's Mars. Or just pass it down until it's close to the board.
Oh, okay.
If you're asking, hey Kelly, why aren't you already ready with all this stuff? It's because I updated my streaming software and then had to panically go and update everything, which is why we are starting later than I ever like. I actually have started having nightmares about this. Well, not nightmares, but just tense dreams, you know?
About starting late?
I had one where it was like, guys, we need to start. It's like 7:45, and like I woke up in a sweat, and I'm like, oh shit.
Stress dreams.
Stress dreams. Okay, I
have
don't.
those all the time.
When it's 7:45 and we haven't started streaming yet,
Okay, and
we
then-
have a problem.
It sounds like that one time we were trying
actually,
to podcast,
that's-
but we didn't podcast.
Yeah, that was great. At least I wasn't live. So that's. I think that's.
No idea who those are.
Actually, we'll just use the green one for Tia when she's here. And then was this you? Because it is now.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
That was not me.
Oh wait, no, never mind. Here you go. Found it.
Yes, that was me.
Yeah.
And this one was Tia.
That one was Tia.
Yeah.
I found a better one for her though.
So, apparently, according to blog, he could not hear really anybody very well besides Kelly and Mike.
Oh.
What's my
Our
gain?
mic is both set middle for both.
Boop, boop.
Maybe a little bit.
So hold on. Let's do a sound test real quick. Hi.
Hello.
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 Okay.
Yeah, you-
Alright, Chris, now you need to respond to us.
Come on, respond. Come on, Chris.
Chris, we're waiting.
We're waiting.
Apparently that was better.
Okay.
Neato.
All right. Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this a little bit further down. There we go. I'm gonna move this a little bit further down. All right, Winter, try again.
Hello.
All right, you were hitting the red that time.
Cool.
Sweet. So.
Nice. So just ladies, be loud.
Be
What am I
loud
been
and
for?
proud.
I need a dude. We got a dude.
You have a dude.
But I thought we needed both. We don't need both?
No, I don't have their painted ones like on bases.
Ah.
All right. All right. So okay, we have confirmation from the chat that is good now. So,
Woo!
yay! Last time on Generic Fantasy Setting, you traveled into Dogrun Bridge, met with the jarl, and survived. What just happened?
Sorry. Chris was like, ladies and Ryan, be loud.
Oh yeah, Ryan, be loud. Be loud like it's prom night.
Whoop.
Anything from a housewife.
Made it. Not anymore. Made it into made it into Dogrun Bridge and were put on trial for being a tiefling because a tiefling had allied themselves with the Fast Cloud, the halfling junta that overthrew the jarl and caused the closing of the border.
Apparently we all look the same.
Don't you?
Aren't you all related?
So-
I don't know.
After being cleared of your crimes by a bunch of eyewitnesses, you were released on the city and taken into the Jarl's confidence, where Jarl Marlowe confided in you that she needed help. That House Claywin, a Thestralian noble house intent on bringing military might to the mainland, had contacted her offices and attempted to arrange passage that she denied because no army has ever passed over Dogrun Bridge and it never will. Less than a week later, the junta attacked and tried to overthrow her. Her brother died in the process. Now the members of the Fast Cloud that were captured are rotting in a cell, expecting to be executed in the next morning. Meanwhile, there are a number of things around the city that are desperately in need of aid that perhaps some passing adventurers can help with.
Yeah, I wanted
That's us.
Can you remind us what those...
Absolutely. So, find and investigate the assassin that tried to kill her seneschal.
Find the ass, yes.
Find the ass and the assassin as well. That's the Jasson. You're the ass Jasson, not the assassin.
Just the ass.
Track down the members of the Fast Cloud that still remain on this side of the border, which there have to be some. Destroy the tunnel to Grimstad, which is where the army from House Claywin is marching from. Investigate missing food around the city, because there's a food shortage right now as they're preparing for the siege. Well, more of an armed bridge conflict. Investigate missing books and scrolls in the library. Train the local militia, which is mostly farmers and workers, for resistance against the junta when and if that barrier is dropped. Heal those injured during the revolt, and investigate the absence of several maintenance workers who vanished 2 days ago while investigating a blockage in the city sewer. So there's quite a bit going on. And why don't we start it right off after you've had a little bit of sleep and have gone to bed in the hotel, which I believe you were staying in. I have so many notes for this part of the game. You were staying in the Elderglass Hotel?
I think that was it.
That sounds right.
In the penthouse.
Yes.
There we go. Kroner's office. Things to buy at a black market. You never know when you're going to need this stuff. Alright, so... My god, I need to compress my notes.
Okay.
Alright, so... You know what, I'll go through these as you need them. Until then, after a sleep, for the first time all sleeping is one, not taking shifts, not taking watches, you awaken. The sunlight beaming in through the silky curtains that line the green glass windows, casting an emerald hue across the rooms that you stay in. Who's sleeping where? I'm assuming that the guys are probably sleeping together. Or on the floor.
I'm okay on the floor.
Okay.
Jason's not picky. Although Jason is, I am curious, does that magical sleeping toque help him with his nightmares?
Yes, absolutely. So for the first time in a couple of weeks, Yasin is going to be able to have a very pleasant trance where he just zones out and has no worrying thoughts the entire time that he's zoned out.
You're welcome.
From there, So I'm guessing that you guys are kind of just hanging out together. Who's sleeping with who?
I'm actually gonna set myself like underneath the window.
Mm-hmm. On a bunch of blankets or something?
Blankets or a chair or like a cushion.
There's a shea lounge.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. So like I can still hear outside, but kind of be able to see everything else in the room and this likely entrance if we're gonna be attacked.
It seems okay for now, but outside you can hear the sound of a lively city waking up. Hammers clanging. People
Bonjour.
calling out, "Fresh fish!
Bonjour.
Fresh fish!" What was that?
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Salud. Avivazin. Wait, no, wrong one.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. From where you're sleeping, you can see that Ferret is spread completely across the four-poster bed, covered in blankets, various limbs sticking out at impossible angles.
She slept well.
Yeah, she sleeps big when she sleeps. Small girl, big sleep.
Natasha.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did I say that out loud?
Same size, actually. They're about the same height.
This is true.
What about you? What's happening with Malia?
I slept. I don't know where.
Probably a bed.
Probably bed. There are quite a few beds.
I will have staked you to bed.
All right. Tia snored loudly throughout the night,
Meh.
but you were tired enough you didn't even notice. Also, you were raised in a house of snorers.
Yeah, I'm a dwarf. I was raised with other dwarves. Snoring probably feels like a very, calming white noise.
Just real quick. Hey, Chris, you're in the chat. Can you hear Christine okay? I just noticed that you weren't registering that high on the mic.
Oh, okay.
See, look, you're not. I'm hitting the yellow really easily. You're hitting
Oh, okay. Well, to me that actually.
Okay, yeah, he can hear you. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Seems good because you guys are blowing it out by hitting up into the high yellow and red.
I'm sorry.
Whereas I'm staying solidly in the green.
I'm sorry.
This is true.
So, you awaken. It's actually as soon as you awaken, you'll hear outside that the 8th bell is ringing. Actually, this is a pretty good sleep for you. Normally, it's 4-hour increments.
Truth, but that's why I don't want to get up.
Far from Mel. Farah snorts and rolls over in bed. Far from This God.
When you sleep
What
talking
is she
draconic.
saying?
Actually, you.
I speak draconic.
So she's. No, I don't want any pancakes. No more pancakes. In Abyssal. Please pass the syrup.
So I think we should get her pancakes for breakfast.
She just said she doesn't want any more pancakes.
Oh, but it's in her dream. She obviously wants pancakes. Let's do it.
Pancakes it is.
So you'll all come to and wake up. What are you doing? What's your morning looking like?
I can't remember if I got all my stuff if I looked through it. I was looking for that coin.
No, it's missing.
Oh no.
Because someone forcefully took it from you.
Uh-oh. Sucks to be them.
Kind of does.
Oh
Alright.
god, you know what would really suck if they were guarding the treasury.
I mean, we don't know.
So as you wake up, you know that there's a long rope that you can pull to chime downstairs for when you're ready for breakfast.
Oh my gosh.
It's a rope.
Ka-tong, 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 ka-tong,
Wow.
ka-tong. There's a brass tube that kind of looks like the end of a trumpet there. And as you ring the bell, less than a few breaths later, you hear a deep voice say, "Yes, your breakfast will be coming shortly. Thank you."
Thank you, random voice.
Wow. Great service.
10 minutes later, there's a knock at your door. 3 halflings carrying silvered trays with the domed lids will scuttle inside, moving straight to the large table
Stay.
in the center room. They'll spread out a number of plates that have all sorts of treats. Giant eggs the size of softballs.
Ooh.
They'll have pickles and meats, and you can smell a mild goat curry wafting at your nose with a heaping dose of some type of thick, creamy yogurt.
Yes, please.
So over breakfast, what are you planning to do with your day?
I kind of want to talk to that guy that we saved and see if there's a little bit more information about why he would have been assassinated. Why he thinks he would.
Okay.
Yes, and
He
I
seemed
would-
kind of wormy.
I would like to track down this assassin. If she is with the, well, I guess you would call them rebels, she might have more information on what's happened and how the Jarl's brother died. I don't believe the Jarl when she blamed the halfling. The halfling said she was innocent and is kind of a criminal expediency. Wrong place, wrong time. You know what I mean.
You don't think she's already skipped town, though?
I mean, she was in the prison.
The assassin?
No,
No,
the
no.
halfling.
No, I was talking about the assassin. Like,
Well, I hope not.
she could be long gone by now.
So as you let that hang in the air, one thing I just realized, when I had you guys check into this last game, which 2 weeks ago, you forget some things, it was midday. Wasn't it? Because you were released from the cells, you were brought in the early morning. So I guess maybe you would have taken an afternoon.
Well,
We did
we
sleep.
got taken to the Jarl's place first, right? And she wanted a conversation with us, and we were
Yeah.
left there for a while.
So you were there till like 1 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
And then you were brought in there. So would you have slept? Or rested?
Bathed?
Well, I think
Oh, that's right. You wanted
Yeah.
a bath.
Yeah.
they were all bathing and resting, and Pharaoh was just
So
like,
why don't we say that you took like a couple of hours?
Okay.
Instead.
So this is dinner we're having.
This is dinner, yeah. This is a meal.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case,
Yeah.
you are having a meal. Sunlight is still streaming in.
I kind of feel like this is a very sticky situation where it's he said, she said. We don't really know what the situation is here.
Yeah.
I feel like we should try and stay away from the very political stuff.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
It
collapsing the
doesn't-
tunnel to keep that army from coming through, because, I mean, who knows if that's playing right into somebody's hands.
I can blow the tunnel up. You hear from the bed.
Well, should we? Because that's basically trusting that they said it is true. And there seems like there's quite a precarious political situation here.
That's true.
I mean,
if we don't do it, someone else is gonna.
yeah,
At the very least, if we only do like the entrance, we could dig it out later.
I mean, we could also just start on the other stuff and see what happens.
Okay.
Like, see what happens to those workers in the sewers. Like, that feels like something that we could do that maybe keeps us out of politics a bit. Heal the guards.
Like, talk to the actual townspeople rather than the politicians.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get their sides of things.
Though, I mean, if you want to protect that halfling, because you believe her story, which, I
I
mean,
do.
again, is he said, she said, you might want to, like, talk to somebody, because isn't she up for execution, like, tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning.
Yes, that's why I hope the assassin could lead us to other storm clouds and
Well, why
tell
don't
us
you
something.
just,
Fast clouds.
Fast
You
clouds.
hear from the bed.
Yes, those ones.
why don't you go talk to that Kronos guy? Was it Kronos?
Chronor.
Kronar. Like,
One letter off. You're good.
he seemed really, like, into, like, getting at the truth. So if you say that she says she's innocent, maybe he'll work to get at that. Right? He seemed very intent on the truth.
He also seemed to hold you in high regard. Perhaps you could come?
I mean, I think he liked it because I kept my story short.
Did we have to give back those ridiculous dresses?
Yes.
Yes.
What? These are my pajamas.
Damn it.
I have a chance to get changed. I like my pajamas.
The hotel has pajamas.
Are they pink?
They're not pink. They're white. With birds on them.
But they're silky and soft
Yeah.
and fluffy.
Maybe I can wash them together first.
You can watch. Just get bloody. You'll be fine.
Just make your own pink dye.
Pink used to be a manly color.
Yeah.
It was the color of your clothes after a battle.
It's what they dressed little boys in because it was a derivative of red.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a watered down version of a very manly color, which is appropriate for little boys.
Okay, so where are we going? What are we doing? Farah calls from the bedroom.
Weren't you going to the library?
I want to go to the library, but it's kind of a long way away.
I'm going to do a
To the
little
library?
bit
Sorry.
of shopping first.
It's near there, right?
Well, I think Tia and I were probably going to go see if we could find those maintenance workers.
Tia snoring.
Yeah, well, I know how to get her up.
Maybe
Thunderclap in the bedroom will do that.
Oh, I was gonna. Yeah, okay. I was gonna
Well
say a
then.
bucket of cold water.
Not true.
She slept through that before.
Oh.
Oh.
I've been traveling with her since, like, before we met up with the rest of you. So,
That's fair.
believe me, I've tried. Thunderclap in an open field doesn't work quite as well as in an enclosed room.
Do we really want to use Thundercloud and
I mean, I'll
Hotel?
start smaller,
That's fair.
and I'll move my way up.
That's fair.
I mean, I could use Shatter. That just produces a really, like, intense ringing sound.
That'll probably do it.
I suppose
it
it's
also
5 o'clock
destroys, like,
somewhere,
stuff
so I'm
within
gonna crack a bottle.
range. But
What?
Ooh.
Yours
And
are-
Yasin's gonna wander over to
Bet
the bar
hotel
and
could
grab a
provide
bottle
stuff
of
for waking
what
her
looks
up.
like wine,
Probably.
bring it back to the dinner table.
It's actually a cider, but it's quite sharp. Very crisp.
Would you like some? Yeah.
What is? Farah throws an outfit on and comes and joins you.
Do you want some cider as well?
I've never had. Yeah. Is it good?
Do you like apples?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mommy,
then it's
taste
good.
it. Is it good?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Try it.
Well, that was definitely a sample.
Oh no.
What do you think?
I have to try twice to be sure.
Fair. It's a good policy.
Just don't drink too much, to be sure.
I'm fine.
Hmm.
I'm fine.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Of course you are. Cider's what we start the children on. So even if you're drinking for the first time, you'd be totally fine.
Have you had blood wine before?
No, I haven't.
It's.
Do you know where we can get some?
I mean,
Do you know how to make it?
I know the basic principles. You have to kill someone and then you ferment their blood.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, someone or something, really. I mean, huh.
Do you remember anything that you add to this?
Really are strange.
This sounds like a drink
Cloves?
for warriors.
And our children. It could be good. I'll find
I mean, dragon children, that's fantastic.
It's. I mean, it's not that alcoholic. Well, it doesn't have to be. Anyway, if I look for it in the library, I'm sure there's somewhere that it will have information on it for you. Usually use some type of rodent for it, or a goat.
We can acquire a rodent or a goat. I'm sure.
Malia is furiously taking notes on this.
I'll find the recipe.
I think a goat would be better than
Thank
a
you.
rodent.
It depends. If you use minks, it's actually quite good. Plus, you get a coat.
I'm just gonna go check on the parents. They've gotten home. They may have locked it.
All right. So with that, you finish your breakfast and start packing your things up for the day. And in doing so,
Jason will get into his normal clothes. Out of his pink pajamas.
Charlie,
Oh, buddy, it's
calm down, buddy. She's just going to check on something. She'll be right back. You want to play Malia? Do you want to come here? Charlie, come here.
Charlie, come here. Charlie.
Oh, he's there.
Oh, he's here. He's here. Surprise.
Woo.
Surprise dog.
All right, come here, Charlie. Up. Please don't try to flip the table.
Oh my.
Oh, there she is. He's needy tonight. I don't know why.
Maybe it's the weather.
Do you want to send him downstairs, or do you want to keep him?
It'll be fine.
Okay. So you all gather up your things and discuss what you're going to do. Do you all want to go shopping? Is that something that seems to be on the agenda? Or to check out the bridge, at least? Yeah. The walk across the city is actually quite brief. You're on the 6th level.
You have to let me sit down, Charles.
You find yourself on the 6th level of the...
Ow! Hi, Charles.
Hi, puppy. Back up. Hey, I don't need you here right now, okay? 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 Oh, that was my mouth. Oh, and my glasses. You look very good. What do you think? Good?
Oh.
Very refined.
Don't scratch them off.
I was holding his paws down so he couldn't scratch them off his face.
Alright, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Go lay down. On your mat.
He's like, I am lying down.
That's true, you kind of are.
And my foot is on my mat. I have fulfilled all your conditions.
This is how Charlie would definitely be able to win with the wish spell. Okay, you march your way through town, working down the 2 levels that take you down to the main bridge. Now, Dogrun Bridge is an immense structure. As I said before, it spans almost 500 meters across and 50 meters wide. And as you approach, you can see that even in the early afternoon, it is bustling with life and activity. The bridge itself leads to a central area, which I have a diagram of. Do you guys need to see that again?
I don't think so. I think you can imagine it.
Yeah.
So the bridge itself leads to a central area with a giant stone arch that stands almost 100 meters tall.
Jeebus.
That's big.
It's and if you glance over the edge or coming down from the hotel, you can see that it also dips beneath the bridge 100 meters. You assume that that's where you heard the Library of Thias is, built into the base. The central chamber of at the heart of that stalactite that hangs off the bridge is probably it. Above it is where the Jarl's palace is, as well as a number of administrative buildings that are presently bisected by a glowing blue barrier that shimmers incandescently along the center of the bridge. On the other side, you can see a small armed force. From your vantage point, ants, but dozens of them, waiting for the moment the bridge gives out. Some of them look, even at this point, you can see look like town guards. Maybe they've been flipped. But besides that, it seems like the people on the bridge are trying to pay it very little heed. And as you look down and make your way up to the bridge, a young halfling girl approaches, wearing a satchel over one shoulder and a name tag that says Pippa on her shirt. Not Tippa, Pippa.
Sadness.
And also significantly shorter.
Significantly shorter. Hello there!
Hello, Pippa.
I'm with the Dogrun Bridge Tourism Bureau. Are you new to the city? I think that I saw you yesterday at court. I'm glad that you made it out. Here, this will help you navigate the bazaar. I have one for each of you. Here, she'll hand out.
Oh, thank you.
It's double-sided.
Ooh, fancy.
If there's anything that you need, please look for anyone else in the green outfits. We are members of the Dogrun Bridge Tourism Bureau, and we hope that you spend a lot of time and coin enjoying yourselves here. And as you can see, there are a good 50 stalls that are set up in front of you.
Why are 8, 9, and 10 vacant?
Because of the troubles. They normally would go at the front of the bridge, but presently the jarl has asked that they be removed in order to make for defense.
Okay.
I understand. These must be very trying times.
Yes, you have no idea.
She'll remark, oh, like, leading comment.
Oh, just that there's stress and people are very, very nervous right now, as it is. But the shopkeepers are doing their best. I mean, it is a livelihood. Although, I guess that it has been kind of slower here recently over the past couple of years, but that's life. Less people taking the cold road as they used to.
Oh, are they going a different way then, or? Like, that seems odd.
A lot of them, I understand, were taking the Griffin's Pass Bridge.
Oh.
There was some trouble, as far as I understand, that was discouraging mobility across the center of Thestral. And everyone here can make me a history roll to know what the hell I'm talking about.
8.
8?
8.
Worse than that.
No idea.
You?
10.
10? Okay, I'll give it at a 10. Probably whatever was Tia was talking about with her backstory. So those of you might have some recollection that Tia fought in a war, kind of at the midpoint. So Thestral's kind of shaped like this, and right about here there was like quite an armed conflict where a noble house, of the 3 noble houses at the bottom, yours, Ashwood, and formerly, well, presently Claywind. Did not used to be Claywind. That was one of the vassal houses that overtook the main house at Foxhold. My map's somewhere else. But, so most of them have been headed north, but we do what we can. Anyway, welcome! Welcome, one and all!
Eggs.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Cheesecake.
No.
She will give a nod at and kind of make a comment. I can't word it quite right, but make a comment along the lines of like,
Discreetly
good for you
delightful.
of keeping up work and professionalism even in the trying times.
Thank you very much.
Fun guys, fun guy, funny.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I was gonna restock healing potions.
Oh!
I imagine there's a bit of a shortage, but
A little bit
if
of
there's
one.
anything I can get a hold of, I could use a few.
So there's Kelvin's Curatorium. It's number 22 on the list. But I would also suggest that you potentially give a chance. We have some seasonal shops in right now. Rogar's House of Sorcerer's Salvation
Okay.
potentially might have some good options depending on what you're trying to have done. And then besides that, there's also Paris Herbal Cures and Remedies.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, and scrolls and things. If you're looking for something non-potion, but potentially a scroll.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm assuming the green arrow drawn quiver for.
Yeah, we need to
Ranged
stock up if
weaponry.
we're going to do any of those
Absolutely.
jobs.
Are there books? Farah says. There's Brommel's Book Exchange, and if you're feeling a little racy, there's also the Lusty Lizard bookshop in Bromide.
29.
All right.
A little
What's
racy.
What's a Lusty Lizard?
Don't ask.
You know how people might want to have sex with somebody? Lust indicates the wish to have sex.
But is there a particular lizard that is lustier than most?
I think they went with because it's the same first letter.
Oh, alliteration.
Yeah. And they went for the kind of... I bet there's some like romance sort of and sex sort of stuff in that shop too.
Dragons.
I was wondering if they were talking about me. I have a lust for knowledge. The tourism bureau girl is sitting there with one of those plastered face smiles. If that'll be all, I'll leave you to it. Have a fantastic day.
Bye.
Thank you for your help.
Oh, sorry, my manager's calling. She'll scurry off.
Just
with
like-
the truck. All right, so you have quite a bit of shopping to do. Now, right ahead of you, you see that there are 24 shops running the central aisle. The Glutton's Gauntlet. Their food fair. I will post this later. So this is where you're entering from. You'll have
This
to
is
pass that.
fantastic.
What's that? You like this?
Yeah. You obviously had to use a program of some sort because it's got the door things perfectly.
Actually, I stole it from a farmer's market website and then redid it.
Oh really?
That is awesome.
Let's hear it for MS Paint.
Yes.
Nice.
I found one that had something called the Butcher's Passage, and I'm just like, hell yes, done.
I'm kind of interested in checking out some of these jewelers, just as curiosity.
Absolutely. Well, why don't we just go through the list? So is anybody stopping as you're walking through? Are you going through the food areas? Or are you going on the top or the bottom?
I'm beelining to the cheesecake stand
All right, so
because we found Xeno's sweet spot.
we have.
There's
So
a few sweet spots in there.
that's 43.
Custard.
I
So
will follow Xeno.
now, as you approach,
You actually put that in there?
you can see that there is a line of people that is weaving 30 people deep, waiting to get to this stand where a chubby-faced, almond-eyed man is smiling at people, going, "Cheesecake! I have cheesecake for you! Come to Uncle Tetsu's Cheesecake!"
That's a heck of a line.
There is a heck of a line. There's no line on the other side of it, on where you can see that there's a rich aromatic coffee scent coming from stall 52. And then 51, you can see that there's an absolute master artist of sandwich craft behind a glass bar with all sorts of toppings and little bowls and containers. Eat fresh, because there's a Subway everywhere. No, prove me wrong. There's literally a Subway anywhere. The trashiest strip mall, like hospitals, they're everywhere. I was at the hospital the other day and I'm like, why is there a Subway here?
Because people got to get their artesian sandwiches.
Yeah.
Well, there's a few places I probably will want to visit.
Yeah. But you can wait in line, absolutely.
Mhm.
It's moving at a steady clip.
Okay, I'm gonna wait in line and then.
Someone write down the one where Xeno waits a half hour to buy a cheesecake in character in real time. Mike, I need you to LARP this. Stand up and wait in line. I should have made a line of minis. Anyway.
While he waits in line,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and stand near the front of the line and put my sleeping cap on the ground. And I'm gonna start playing on my instrument, my lute.
All right. So go ahead and make me a perform roll.
Let's just take that.
For
Spend it
this?
frivolously.
Don't choke.
That's 17.
That's pretty good.
And 17 it will be.
17 is solid. All right. So what do the rest of you do? So you sit there playing on your lute, strumming out a pleasant melody. Are you singing as well or just playing?
Just playing.
I'm going to wait about 5 minutes and then be like, I want to go do something else
Okay.
instead.
What are you waiting in line for? Farrah says.
Cheesecake.
What's a cheesecake?
The most
Deliciousness.
delicious thing in the world.
Stay.
I will wait for you.
Stay.
Give me money.
Stay.
Wow, that was easy.
Stay.
Give me more money.
Stay.
Is there a price list on there?
A cheesecake costs 5 silver pieces.
That's not very expensive.
That is super expensive if you're not an adventurer.
Oh.
Like, a gold is what a farmer makes in like a
So
week.
he's waiting
Oh.
for cheesecake.
I will give her like just
Charlie,
a
no,
small
come here.
bag of
Charlie,
silver
on your mat. Come on.
because
Lie
I
down.
have 220 silver pieces on me.
Yeah, so she'll just take the bag of silver.
A wild Amy appears.
I will give her
I'm
like
there.
30 silver
I am present.
and be like, buy as much as you want. Just save a piece for me.
And me.
I want to bite.
Here's another 30 silver.
Want me to show you a cool trick?
Yes.
She taps the man in front of her. What do you want? I'll give you 10 silver if I can come in front of you. Oh, okay. Steps in front, taps the person in front. What?
Not all your silver.
I'll give you 10 silver if I can come in front of you. Okay.
She can only cut in front of 6 people.
I need more gold.
Oh, no.
No. That was for cheesecake, not for cutting in line.
Technically, I purchased this spot. It was a fair arrangement. Amy, So Tia comes to her senses just looking around this giant bazaar. Flip the map over. Or flip that piece of paper over.
This?
Yeah. You were on Dogrun Bridge at the market. Oh, also, do you need coffee?
I can use coffee.
Okay, there's coffee brewed.
Okay.
So just go grab your mug.
Okay.
Here you go. You can have the whole pot.
Oh, yes.
Just drink it straight out of the
All right.
out of
So
the carafe.
what are you doing in the meanwhile? Ryan, you were going to make 5 gold pieces.
Nice.
Throughout the half hour of wait, which is actually quite sizable.
I want to add some stuff that I did not have because I had an explorer's pack.
Mm-hmm.
So since we're going into the sewers, I would like to get some silk rope.
Okay.
Also, I would like to get some pitons.
Pitons.
Yes.
Pidions.
And some chalk and some stuff like that.
Okay. So look it up in the DMG, or pardon me, in the PHP, right there. And assume that everything are... Now, who is waving around that they are on official business from the Yara?
No.
Not yet.
I'm not waving it around. I hinted lightly that I was about to go on jobs.
You can
Need
make
to
a
apply for
persuasion roll. Otherwise, take the price as is.
I think most of the prices are not bad for that sort of stuff.
They're really not terrible. I think you're going to spend like 10 gold total. Maybe more for the rope. Yeah, they're just after the boss. So you're almost there. Actually, go to... Yeah. Alright, so you're going to go ahead and be looking around for things. What are you doing?
I want
Actually, let's go with what are you doing, because you were waiting for cheesecake.
Yes, this is true.
I was going to go take a look at some of the jewelry shops.
Sure, pick one.
What's first on the list?
There's many.
There are many shops here.
For jewelry?
I have the beholder jewelry
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, I have the
18.
beholder.
All right, so you make your way across to Aya the Beholder Jewelry, and there's a grizzled old man sitting behind the display case, where you can see all sorts of jewelry, silvers and golds, and even some platinums, as well as a significant amount of sterling silver, sitting out. Some with various gems, and some of them rhinestone, and some of them even made of bloodstones and other non-precious minerals.
So is he working with more metals?
He's doing a lot of metalworking here. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
mostly. Aya the Beholder is a lot of piercing jewelry, as well as a lot of rings.
Ooh.
Hello, dearie.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
I'm just having a little look around here.
You're looking for some piercings. I've got all sorts. I've got rings, I've got studs, I've got barbells.
Well, I don't have any piercings.
Well, I also do piercing if you like.
Oh.
I can do everything from head to toe. Some places are a little hot at the toes, definitely.
What's the use of piercings? What do they do?
They're fashionable. See, and he'll pull up his shirt and you can see he's got both of his nipples pierced.
Ah!
And he's got one of those, he's actually got, for a man in his 60s, he's got a surprisingly solid set of abs on him. And a dangly moon piercing off his navel.
Dang, sir.
Yeah, it feels good.
It feels good. Even the belly button one?
Especially what's this? He does like the suck in your gut wave thing. I call it the moon on the water.
Oh, that's cool. I want one.
Yeah, we can do that.
Cool.
Yeah, the dangly ones are particularly good, but of course we can also do any of the piercing ones.
Actually, I've got some stones that I've just been collecting. Do you think you could fashion something out of one of those?
I probably could. It'd take me a little bit of time, but hey, I'm here every day. What do you have?
I
I
have...
love this bastardized Welsh accent, by the way.
Yes, it is beautiful.
I have a jetstone, which we've called it cat eye.
Oh yeah.
I have this star rose and this black diamond.
Those are pretty big. The black diamond's probably the easiest one to work with. Would you like a little, like a pendant, a ring? What would you like? It's about this big, right?
Yeah, you could probably knock it down, you know.
Oh, you want me to break it? I guess I could fashion it down into something a little more, with a few more edges to it.
Yeah, and if maybe could you make more jewelry out of the other pieces and make like a set?
It depends what you like out of them. What kind of thing you're looking for? Are you looking for navel? Oh, for earrings. How many earrings would you like? How many holes do you have?
I have none.
You have no...
Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
Lady, do you know how much ear you have?
I have a lot of ear.
Aye, we could put a lot of holes in that ear.
Let's do it. Sounds great.
Alright, we can absolutely do that. Here, grab a seat, grab a seat. And he'll polish off the chair for you.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this. My mom and dad did jewelry, but they were very traditional.
Ah, no, here, we like to get a little... As they say in the city, we like to get a little punk with it.
That's out of character.
I learned this from a stone giant. It's called... rocking.
Rocking.
Ah, yeah, stone giants. They have this special kind of music that's really high-powered. You know, they play it in the mountains among all the stones. It's called rock music.
I wonder if it might have played while we were at the Battle of the Bands.
Oh, you were at Ballyhut!
Yeah, I was there.
Ah, so was I. I mean, not this year, but a lot of years before. And he'll, like, he's already pulled his shirt up. He'll open the knit vest, and you'll see that he's wearing a tunic with Ballyhut with, 2 years ago.
Yeah, I competed in it this year. We did really good.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ah, well, that's great. Think of how great it's going to be when you've got all your piercings from here to here.
That'll be so cool. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
All right. So Mars is gonna start figuring out where you're gonna get pierced.
I'll be right back.
God. Are you googling inappropriate things?
No. Shut up.
Inappropriate.
Tiefling nipple piercings. Are you on my Wi-Fi? I don't know if I want my FBI agent to see that. All right. So across the way, you are beelining it straight for the green arrow.
Actually, I'm going to go to
Subway.
I'm not going to go to Subway.
There's a Subway everywhere.
Where out of all these, I'm assuming the Kelvin's Curatorium would be a good place to figure out how much my wyvern bits can sell for.
Quite possibly, absolutely.
I'm gonna go over there and see if I can make some money before I go spend it all on ranged weapons.
Sounds good. All right, so as you go into the front door, I'm actually assuming that this is where you were headed to buy potions.
Sure, which one is it?
That is...
Kelvin's Curatorium.
Sure.
All right, what are you doing, Tia?
Oh, and you have the little
my
medallion
God.
that the jarl gave us too.
Oh, I do, don't I?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That was to, get better prices?
Yes.
Are you just tagging along with
I'm
people?
not sure I'm going to bother too much.
Or are you waiting in line for... So Farrah's waiting in line for cheesecake.
Yeah. Okay, what seasonal shops are up? All of
Definitely
them?
gonna use
All
that
of the
when I go to
seasonal
Buffalo.
shops are there right now.
That's fair.
I have Max's roving theater.
Yes! You noticed that, did you?
I did. Yeah. Let's go check that out.
Okay, so I'm just going to do them and then I'll come right back to you
Yeah,
because
no
that's
worries.
going to probably steal a bunch of the show. So as you walk into the tent that is the Curatorium, a gnome with a long beard is going to step out behind the counter.
Ah, hello there.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
I am actually.
What can I do for you?
I'm looking to get something appraised, actually.
I can absolutely do that. What do you have? Put it down on the counter. Let's take a look.
I have a whole bunch of pieces that I pulled off of wyvern.
Oh, did you now?
I did.
A regular monster slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nothing regular about that.
He took it down with 2 shots.
With 2 shots, what kind of bow were you using?
It's
Basic.
normal longbow.
Must be those nice strong muscles of yours.
Something like that.
Well,
What do your alpha sees, you know?
What do your alpha is? See?
Hey. Alright, monster...
Monster bits.
Well, I found a Monster Harvester's Handbook real quick.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm just looking at how much a wyvern would be normally. Come on. I downloaded you. You should open.
Oh, right. I forgot that half plate was really special.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
The adamantine one?
Yeah. Can't be critted on physical damage unless specifically can bypass.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
That's so OP.
So you slap down a... Let's see, wyvern. So what parts of a wyvern?
I pulled everything that looked like it could be of value. I pulled a whole bunch of stuff off of it.
Everything but the kitchen
Alright.
sink.
Basically.
Why was there a kitchen sink on a wyvern?
Okay.
I mean, they have variations of
So
it.
let's see. You've got the. Did you take any soft bits, eyes or anything like that?
I probably took one eye.
Okay, you took the poison sacks.
Yes, I did.
Okay, and you managed to get how many of them?
I just have wyvern venom on my sheet. I didn't. I
So-
don't think we
I'll
specified.
say you had 2 sacks.
Okay.
Well, let's see. I can do the best for you. So you've got 2 sacks.
Yep.
And they're in pretty good condition. Good job. They normally deteriorate pretty quickly. Thankfully, you've been traveling the cold road.
Yeah.
That helps things. Well, I can do 200 per sack. And then for the teeth, I can do a solid 15 gold per. And the claws, I can match that.
Okay. That sounds good.
Actually, you know what? Fair enough. The claws are actually quite a bit larger. I could probably do 25 for each claw.
Okay. How many do you think I would have? How many would have been reasonable? How many like, teeth would have been
Can I roll
reasonable to
insight?
pull?
Absolutely.
That would be 14.
14. Doesn't seem that bad. Seems
He doesn't-
reasonable. He needs to make a profit.
He doesn't seem like he's trying to deliberately screw my friend over.
No. So from what I'm looking at a wyvern, they have about probably 40 teeth. So you probably could have gotten about 20 of them.
About
So
that. And they have probably what like
So-
6 main claws on their feet.
yes, but they only have the two feet.
Yeah.
And then you also pulled off some more soft bits and probably some like webbing and things like that. Are you
Yeah.
also selling anything from the displacer beasts?
Oh yeah, I have 2 pelts.
Okay, so I'm just gonna. Wow, this is like the most useful chart. It actually has like how much they're worth as well as how fast they rot. Oh, hide, yeah. Oh, displacer beast hide. That's particularly lovely. Well, I think what I could do with that is to sell it. It would have to be. You have 2 of them.
Mhm.
I could do 100 gold for them
For both?
together, 50 each. So for the entire set, everything here, why don't we say that was 200, 200, 6 of the 500, 600. I could 750 gold for the whole set, for everything.
750 for the whole set?
For all that you're putting on the table right now.
That's pretty freaking reasonable
That-
for not much work.
Or, if you're interested, I noticed that your friend was eyeing some of the things on the shelf. We could do a store trade.
What do you have for potions? Healing potions.
Healing potions. Do I ever. So I have a number of potions in stock right now. We're actually... Some of our higher potency potions are presently not as available as they could be, largely because of how much they're in need by the city.
Mhm.
But I do have some that could be of use. Just one moment while I get those.
Is this a halfling?
It is a gnome.
I don't know.
Ooh,
There we go. Sane magic item prices. So, and...
Yeah, I will comment on. Yeah, we've been asked to do a few jobs, so
Oh!
I'm thinking I need a couple for.
Yeah. The Jarl is wanting us to go do a few things, so I figured we'd stock up.
Well, that sounds great. Well, then I think, of course, this is probably a better idea, just doing trade. I can give you a bit more value out of that, closer to around 1,000 gold worth. An equal exchange. And anything you don't spend over a certain amount, we can just do. I can cash you out then. But the closer you get to 1,000, the more of a deal I can give you.
That seems very reasonable on your part. Thank
Well,
you.
if you're helping the Jarl, I mean, that's literally why we're here. Because of her. So, what I have for you here is I have a number of healing potions. Let's see, I have potions of greater healing.
Mhm.
I have potions of healing, which are just the basic editions. The greater healing potions will go for the potions of healing will be 50 gold per, which you'll probably find is quite the discount compared to normal. The greater healing potions, I have, as far as the regular ones, if you want less than 30 of them, I have plenty. Anything above that, though, potions of greater healing are 150 gold, and I have 10 of those. And I have 2 potions of superior healing as well, which are worth 300 gold pieces. And I also have a number, and I would say that that is a discount. Normally they would range from around 450 to 500. But I accidentally said it, so it can be yours. So what else I have is I do have a number of magic scrolls, which you look to be a cleric of Vela.
Yes, good eyes.
Divine scrolls. Would they be useful for you?
I honestly have no idea.
Okay, divine scroll works like... So basically, if you have a scroll, you can cast any spell in your domain list. Or pardon me, not in your domain list, in your class list off the scroll. What this does is it doesn't use a spell slot, does not have requirements. If you can cast the spell, you can just suddenly... you can cast it, you don't need the material component. Here's the other thing.
Well, mine don't have material components, but that's good.
If you roll well enough, you can cast a level 9 spell using a scroll right now. They bypass level restriction, but the scroll is destroyed when you use it, whether or not you succeed. So you could get a level 3 or 4 spell out of this.
Alright, good
One
to
use,
know.
but a resurrection scroll is always handy. I do have a couple of very powerful ones. Besides that...
We do have to go into the sewers soon.
Ah,
Do you have any scrolls of water walk?
let me take a look
It's
through...
a 3rd level cleric thing. Or 3rd level transmutation ritual.
And it is on the cleric list there, so...
I actually double check before I took this one.
I don't have one, but
Okay.
if you're going into the sewer, might I recommend, for a mere 100 gold pieces, and he'll hold up a little dusty circle, a pellet of dryness. The dust of dryness, when used, absorbs, I believe it's 100 gallons of water, or material.
Wouldn't that ruin your sewer, though?
It's not permanent.
Oh, okay.
Basically, it all sucks up into the pellet, and then you pick it up, you throw it, and when it impacts, it bursts out again.
That has so many fun potentials.
I just realized I accidentally might have sold you a shit bomb. Well, if you use it, I didn't sell it to you. Besides that, I also have a number of utility potions. I have a potion of fire breath, a potion of climbing, a potion of heroism, a potion of mind reading, as well as I have a potion of growth. And these are getting more expensive as I'm talking about them, just so you know, just so you're aware. A potion of flying, and of course I have a potion of clairvoyance, which basically wipe your credit out.
What scrolls do you have?
Oh, well, here, let me take a look.
Do you have any of Cure Wounds?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I have 2 of
That's
those.
the 1st level.
I have 2 of those. That would be 60 gold pieces per.
So how much were the greater healing again? 150 each?
150 each. And I do have 10 of them. So for 500 gold, you could have 10 of those.
What do greater healing do again?
They do 4d4 plus 4.
And how much does the regular one do?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4? Do I want to spend 500 gold on healing potions?
I mean, you don't have to. You can get less.
That's
You can
true.
get the 4 bucks.
We could also get the Scrolls of Cure Wounds, because Cure Wounds does 1d8 plus spell mod. So spellcasting mod.
Alright, so you're a cleric. Let's see, so that means that...
Spellcasting mod still applies to damage on Cure Wounds scrolls, right?
No, it doesn't.
No? Even though that's what Cure Wounds does.
If it's in the spell, yes.
Okay, cool.
So let's see, what I have right now is... I have a scroll of augury. I have a scroll of enhanceability. I have a scroll of hold person. I have a scroll of animate dead on loan. I have a scroll of create or destroy water. I have a scroll of dispel magic. I have a scroll of remove curse, very useful. I have a scroll of revivify. I have a scroll of Spirit Guardians, and I also have a scroll, 2 very expensive scrolls that will cost you 320 gold. I have, 3. Forgot about that. I have Divination, Death Ward, and Stone Shape.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah.
Can anyone use a scroll?
Divine, only if it's on your spell list. But that doesn't mean you can't use a ranger scroll.
Okay.
But I have scrolls for others too. For example, yourself, you look the fighty type, so probably not you.
Ranger.
Oh, a natural man. Well, in that case, I can definitely say that I have Cure Wounds, I have Animal Friendship, as well as a scroll of Jump. This one is Beast Sense. This is Cordon of Arrows. Locate Object. And I also have 2 of the expensive scrolls, one of Plant Growth and one of Protection from Energy. Oh! And Water Breathing. I have a scroll of Water Breathing.
How much is the Cure Wounds scroll?
That is 60.
60?
Yes.
So that's 60. The regular healing potions were 30, and the greater healing potions were 150.
Well, it's easier to drink a potion than to use a scroll.
This is true.
Plus, it requires less components. Besides that, do you have any friends who are wizards? I do have a number of wizard spells.
No, we have a
No.
sorcerer.
Oh! Well, that's the same thing. Isn't it? Magic's magic.
Don't handle that type of magic.
Let's see. I've got one of... a Charm Person. Chromatic Orb. Yeah. One of Featherfall. One of Thunder Wave. Blindness Deafness is quite popular.
Wait, you have Thunderwave? I do Thunderwave.
Yes, well, a lot of it, the gods use magic as well. Phantasmal Force, Misty Step, and then I have some of the more powerful ones, such as Lightning Bolt, and Stinking Cloud, and Gaseous Form. Oh, and actually, I have one rather powerful one, Dominate Beast.
Cool.
That is quite expensive, though. That would be...
I would imagine so. I think we're probably going to go
Oh,
for
actually, my apologies.
basics.
That would only be 320.
What do you think? 'Cause, you know, you're the one who collected the parts, so it's up to you, really.
I'm looking
Your
to
credit.
I'm looking to get because I still need a bunch. I don't know how much bow is going to be.
Oh, that's fair.
So I'm thinking at least for me. I was thinking one greater healing,
Done?
two basic healing,
Alright,
And
so
I'll
that would
take
be 250 gold.
and then I'll take a Cure Wounds scroll.
Alright, so that is 310.
150 plus 60 should be 210.
160? Oh, I thought it was 150. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, 150 plus the 230.
So it's 150 for the greater healing.
Yeah, and then 30 for the small ones.
30 for the small ones?
Yeah, that's what you said.
50 for the small ones, my friend. 50.
50 for the small ones?
50 for the small ones. It's 50 per. I said I have 30 of them.
That's where the mix-up was.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to make some profit.
Yeah.
That is 320.
So that's 250 plus the 60 for the scroll for 310.
Mm. Well, you do the math, and let me know what you want.
I'm more than happy to help you.
I'll just take the potions.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the 2 basic and the greater healing.
Alright. So how much was that? That was 310?
That was 250 for the potions. Because it was 150 plus.
So that's all you're gonna do? Ah, so no scrolls for you or your friend?
Once I pay for a new bow, I will see how much I have left. And then I'm gonna use the rest of that for everything else.
Ah. Yeah. So that means
I will quietly take Xena aside and just ask, like, how much money do you have without any of this? Do you have any?
Mm-hmm.
How much?
Quite a lot.
Not much, or
Quite a lot.
quite a lot?
Yeah.
Why don't you wait? Don't do anything here yet. Go check out and see if you can buy your bow. If not, come back and sell stuff and go buy your bow. And
That's fair. Okay.
But you
I
might as well
can
not
give
have
you a writ of credit. You don't have to buy now. You can go shop around a bit and come back and spend it all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go buy a bow and then I'll come back because we do need potions.
All right. Well, in that case, leave your things here, and he'll pull out a quill, scribe down 1,000 gold trade credit. There you are.
All right, I'm gonna go look for a bow.
Alright, I
well,
will go with you because I
alright.
want some hand axes.
Across
Fair
the
enough.
way, you will be in the middle of. Now, how much are you getting pierced, Mars?
How much aren't you getting
Let's see.
here?
Start at the toes and work your way up.
Yeah.
Just beep when I'm at the right spot.
Should I just like do a d6 or something and see what happens?
Sure. Roll a d20 for all I care.
A d20. Or d8.
I don't care.
I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, don't get your toes pierced.
That would just be weird.
That would be extraordinarily strange.
I feel like a tiefling would have nipple piercings, though.
I feel like she would.
Okay, then.
But
Especially this tiefling.
Yeah, this tiefling's so weird.
weird tiefling.
Thanks.
You're all right.
Okay, so I just want to know how much metal you're getting poked with.
I'm gonna roll a d.
I figure MacLeod probably already has piercings.
Why?
I figure
Yeah, that's not
dwarves do
fine.
that.
So you have ear
Yeah,
piercings now.
definitely does. 3.
So where is that? Okay. Oh, are you getting?
Yeah, why not? Just like,
Okay.
yeah, I'm inspired.
So-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So as you're walking by, you will see a curtain go up, and behind it you can see a horned shape lift her shirt, and the outline of a feminine figure, and a little, like an old man leaning forward, and it looks like stabbing her in the boob.
I know what that. Yeah, I know.
You
what
see
that
a devil tail in silhouette wave back and forth.
And then go like, king.
And then, as you approach, there's a large tent with dozens and dozens of people sitting in front of it, and you'll hear a drum roll. Ladies and gentlemen, behold! The Eye of Maximilian presents
Oh no.
the Goblin Queen!
Oh my gosh, is this her?
And you are going to watch...
Oh no.
Stop, Goblin Queen, or I'll defeat you! Ha! I am the Goblin Queen. You cannot defeat me.
I have a hood, right?
What's that?
I have a hood on what I'm wearing. A cloak of some sort.
Well, you weren't in it. You were being a helper.
I think I might have been in the sidelines, but I still don't want to be recognized.
That's fair.
I was.
Isn't this the one where
I was
MacLeod
dead.
charged right into the middle of it and
Yeah.
slaughtered goblins?
Yep.
Yay! Goblins are dead. So you are going to sit there and are you going to watch, or are
I'm
you?
gonna look at this and just no,
Was
no, get out, get away.
Adversary of the Goblin Queen or something, or was
No,
I?
you were the Goblin
I
Queen.
was. We're the Goblin Queen.
They painted you green. Remember?
All right.
Green face.
Yeah.
Well,
All right. So you will watch that scene play out in front of you. What else do you do? Where are you going? What do you need?
I want to look at prices for armor.
There are a number of places.
Yeah.
So actually, where you are right now, you'll hear clang, clang, clang at the booth right behind it at Dravel's House of Iron.
I don't wear a lot of metal, though.
Then in that case, I would suggest going and looking at the leather worker.
Yeah.
Marigold 12.
Leathers. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go there. Take a look.
Alright, so leaving behind... Kiss me, you fool.
Yep.
Yasin, you're going to stand up and collect your bounty, and in the distance, you're going to see a rather pink-faced Tia walking quickly past you.
This is funny because she's green.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. More, it's kind of a brownish tinge.
Yeah, he's gonna follow.
Okay. Alright, so Farah has moved up 2 spots in the line.
God.
This better be worth it. By the way, Uncle Tetsu's is actually worth it. Not sponsored, but would work for free cheesecake.
Oh yeah.
Like, that shit is like cray.
Disgustingly good.
We waited in line for a half hour in Vancouver for that. It was,
We didn't. It was like 10 minutes.
It was like 20 minutes. We did a lot of phone checking.
Maybe it was 15.
No.
Wait, where is
Just
it?
pretty
It's in
compromising.
Metrodome. It's Japanese cheesecake.
I
And
want-
it is
Is it the wiggly
baller.
ones?
I
Yeah.
walked past it
Oh.
in the middle of the week, and there was like 60 people lined up.
Yeah.
On like it was like a Wednesday.
Fantastic.
You know what? 20 to 30 people? Worth the wait.
Like, it is literally to the point where you can buy one, then you must line up again.
Yeah. To
They
make
don't allow you to buy more than one when
per
it's
person.
busy.
So we could have gotten
Yeah.
2. But like, and it's like, in fairness, we ask that you only purchase 1. And
Yeah.
it's like, for one, how adorably, like, ooh, I love that. Anyway,
I don't like the jiggly ones.
There's
I like the New York style.
dude, you'd love this one. Like, it's
berries and whipped
actually,
cream.
yeah, it's dope. I'll bring one to
Alright,
you.
we've gotten a little sidetracked by food.
Sorry,
By
it's
cheesecake.
But
It's,
you
it's easy
To be
to get
fair,
distracted.
it's easy to be cheesy. All right, so heading back toward the leather workers.
unless
see-
you're blog.
Blog, you suck.
Blog is a heathen who doesn't like cheesecake.
He stands by his opinion. He sucks.
At least he stands by his opinion.
It's a bad opinion. It smells bad.
Yeah.
All right, so you will approach the leather worker, who is a half-elf woman who's quickly working a needle and thread through, or actually a thick leather cord through a cuirass. Good day. How can I help you?
Could use something a little better than this.
She looks up, and you can see that she has dusty skin, not unlike the drow that you faced the other day. There's some dark elf in her blood. And she glances up. Hey, what you got there?
What?
What you got there? What's wrong, mate?
Leather armor that is seen better days.
Oh, what can I get for you then?
Better armor.
Yeah, and she waves a hand at the number of bits of armor and other leather accoutrements along the wall. How much you got to spend then?
What have you got?
Love. I've got loads. And I can actually make it fit you, actually. We don't actually have many half-orcs that come through here. Most of them prefer the actual metal. But you, I like you. All natural. There's something about you that says, I want to buy a lot of leather and fur. And I like
Because
that.
I'm wearing leather and fur.
Yeah,
Probably.
absolutely. Well, what would you like? What are you wearing right now, Amy?
Tia's wearing honestly just like leather armor.
All right.
That's it.
If you don't mind the metal, we could put some studs in that.
Yeah. I just
Also,
need something a bit more defensible.
you're not wearing any metal. I've noticed none of it.
No, it tends to weigh me down.
Is that the only reason? Nothing religious?
Not particularly.
All right. Well, we absolutely. I can make you. I have beautiful studded leather armor here, and that can be studded in either metal or bone. or scale, depending. I have one that is actually studded by bullet skin. Bullet, it's a giant creature that burrows under the ground and explodes out, not unlike a rhinoceros, powered by springs. I have hide armor as well, and I, with the correct amount of funding, can also provide a few additional treats.
May I see that?
I like treats. You'll hear from behind you.
Ah, what kind of armor would you like, my friend? You appear to be nude.
Oh, I don't usually fight with armor.
Oh.
He just wears cloth.
Okay, you turn around at me, you appear to be nude. Wait, what?
Well, devoid of armor, anyway.
Okay.
Devoid of armor.
Might as well be nude.
Yeah. No, I gotcha. That was just... I was worried for a moment there.
I wouldn't leave in my pajamas.
I also do a bit of cobbling.
Okay, that's fair.
For like shoes and things?
Yep.
Get matching shoes.
We don't need matching shoes.
That'd be awesome. Okay, fine, no matching shoes.
I'll settle on a friendship bracelet.
Got my foot stuck.
I get a friendship bracelet.
That'll be 5 silver for the friendship bracelet.
Did you weave these in? He's gonna pull out some like cow toe trinkets that he's kept.
Which ones do you have?
They were just generic trinkets.
Actually, that one looks familiar.
These could work. And he'll hold
Oh, I thought you were asking if I made them. Well, yes, I suppose I could.
Awesome. And he'll hand over two.
That'll take about an hour for me to do. And if I'm weaving it, there would be 1 gold per bracelet.
Awesome.
Sure.
So besides that, what I can do for you...
Thank you, yeah.
Sure, no worries. I will fork over 2 gold for that.
Okay. I have, let's see. I mean, it depends what you want. So what do you want? I can absolutely improve this and stud this, or just get you a new set of armor. I could also get you hide, but it does squeak a bit.
Okay, so I've got like 300 gold.
Yeah, I can buy you a lot.
So, just something that's going to be better than what she's got.
Sure. Mike, can you just flip back?
So, whatever I get,
Just
probably
one
going to
page back is the armor.
So you have leather armor?
Yeah.
Well, for 50 gold, I can make the friendship bracelets for you, and I could give you the studded leather armor that's... I've got 2 different varieties, one that's made with metal pellets and one that's made with the bullet skin.
The second one sounds more interesting.
Do you mind standing still? Hold your arms out to the side.
Yeah.
Are you wearing a corset or anything like that underneath there?
No.
Alright, then arms out. And she'll pull out a tape measure and will proceed to take an intimate number of measurements.
Okay.
It's gotta be fitted.
It does have to be fitted. This is, you're not planning on getting pregnant or gaining a bunch of weight?
No.
Good. Well, I just wanted to make sure that you and your husband didn't have plans.
Does Yasin even catch on to that?
Nope. He'll just sit there blissfully.
I'm not married.
Oh, my apologies. Your fiance. In that case, I can have this...
happen? My goodness.
I can have this ready... I can have this refitted for you in about an hour. We're open for 2 more, so that should be plenty of time.
That's plenty. That's plenty.
The stall next to you, you can see a dwarf busily hammering away at a block of stone.
There you go.
Looks like he's making busts. A rather ravishing young man is sitting in front. Kind of one of those pouty superstar bard looks. He's hammering his likeness out of a chunk of stone.
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
Who, are you talking to the bard or are you talking to the...
The bard.
Is there
Why?
me?
Yes.
Aye, you need to hold that pose. I'm Jarnet. The magnificent. The sexy. The beautiful. Aye, hold the lips a little tighter. The magnificent and beautiful. There you got it. The dwarf continues hammering away.
Well, the bust definitely looks magnificent. Very well done.
Make sure you get my peck line. You what? My peck line. You what? My trash. Aye, working on it.
Pork line?
Are you a local celebrity?
Yes. No. But he will be after this. I'm gonna have one of these busts put in every town that I pass by, so they'll know who I am.
So you're gonna carry every single one with you as you pass through?
I have a cart. He has a cart.
Ah,
It's a good idea.
that's a terrible idea.
It's a good idea. He bought them in bulk.
True.
Don't.
The
How did you-
dwarf glares at you and
So tell us, how did you earn all your riches?
but I can't talk right now. I'm hurting. Sure.
Just leave him be.
Oh, right.
You can see that there's a ton of other shops around here. I'm gonna write that guy. What was that guy's name again?
Jarnet?
Jarnet.
Jarnet.
Yeah.
The magnificent.
The magnificent and sexy.
I'm beautiful.
And beautiful.
Jarnet,
Yeah,
the
Jarnet the
magnificent
magnificent and the
Beautiful.
sexy.
So
and
to describe him, what he looks like very much is he's about 6'3", lanky, tight, like scene boy build. You know, like that super swimmer bod. He has he has the Adam Driver face. He literally is Josh Ramsey from Man's Trench,
Hey.
Okay.
but stretched out to 6'3". And he's mostly naked with a flowing poet shirt and leather pants that are stitched up the side. He had to be stitched
The
in with his
type
pants.
that sits so low, you kind of wonder how they stay up.
Yeah, like he has to be mildly aroused to keep his pants up at all times.
Like that first.
Yeah, like the first time we
saw.
saw Mariana's Trench, and I was like, his dick's about to come right out. Good for him. And then I got that photo of him when he came right up to us, and my thumb's over, and it looks like my thumb's is. Never mind. Thanks, YouTube. I just demonetized us.
Oh no.
You will finish getting pierced,
Ow.
and so mark 50 gold off of yours,
Okay, that was 50.
and
Ow.
Alright, put some ice on it, it'll be fine.
Okay, anything else I need to do?
No, that should be about all. For all those piercings is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be, what do we say, with the stones and the temporary silver piercings, that would be 20 gold pieces.
Yeah, I can do that.
Hey, pass it over, pass it over. Hey. Hi, actually, I want to say thank you.
Why?
Well, not to be creepy, because you're not my type, trust me. You're a little too curvy, if you get my drift. Hey. But I've never seen that shade of color before.
You're welcome.
Well, you're the first tiefling whose body I've worked on. It was an interesting experience with all of you. The weird cartilage in the ears.
Funny you mentioned that, actually. This town, well, as you know, I was going to be on trial the other day, and then I was
were
on
you?
trial. You weren't there.
I wasn't, I was working.
Oh, yeah,
I always have to work.
Because of stories of a tiefling in the area causing trouble, they thought I was that tiefling. Can you tell me anything about that?
Make me a persuasion roll. Would you like to spend your inspiration?
Yeah, that's a one.
Alright. Good enough.
I'm not going to use that one now.
Yeah, don't use that one, it's banned. Farah has moved up 2 more spaces.
That
How
is
many-
much better. 22.
I can tell you a few things. They came through the stalls, and as they were going through the stalls, they definitely attracted a lot of attention. And what I noticed was that she, the one who kind of looks kind of like you, but her skin's
Red.
red, like an actual devil.
Yeah.
She drew a lot of attention, but she was with 3 others.
Okay.
And while she was drawing their eyes, they were giving themselves a discount to most of the stalls.
5-finger discount.
Aye. Well, actually, one of them only had 4 fingers now. Looks like had been caught at one point.
Caught in a door.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Actually managed to steal a couple of gems from me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nothing too valuable. I keep most of the valuable ones under lock and key, as you can see in the case here. But some of the lighter weight stones probably cost me a couple of gold pieces. But honestly, I should probably know better at my age.
How long ago was that?
It was last week.
And there's been no sighting of them since?
As far as I know, they're on the other side of the barrier. From what I understand, you got a 22? I'm going to roll to see how much he actually knows as well. I'm going to re-roll that because that was cocked. Cool. I mean, honestly, I don't know too much. But I can tell you some places that might know.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
All sorts of scoundrels hang out at a pub called the Long Drop. Last Drop? The Last Drop.
Last one.
It was the Last Drop. It was the Last Drop or Long Drop? I told you guys last.
Probably long drop, because wasn't it right over the chasm?
Yes.
A long one?
The Long Drop.
I mean, that really is literally a long drop.
Okay. So maybe I should check out there.
Definitely. All sorts of ne'er-do-wells. And you'll fit right in right now that you're a deviant.
Yes. Well, me. Shut up.
I'm not there.
Spirit of Xenu is properly chastened.
Well, I plan to try and do something about that. So we'll be in the area for a while. Mind if I drop in every once in a while and
Not
see?
at all, not at all. I'm here every day from 10th bell to sundown.
Cool.
You know what's funny?
What?
She looks like you. And you'll glance inside of a tent where you can see just the briefest flicker. Goblin Queen!
That is me!
Nah, you're not green.
No, that's just makeup, dude. Watch this, watch this. And she'll just start doing it like at the same time.
Alright, make me a performance roll.
Let me try. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can try.
12?
12?
Yeah.
Can
Like
I
it might
spend
be
my
like a
inspiration
few.
on her behalf for this.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Oh, sweet! Okay. Come on.
I thought we were just like burning our inspiration for miscellaneous things.
It's great. It's great.
I've seen it later.
The other one was better.
The first one was better?
Damn. Oh well.
Well, I guess maybe that is you.
Yeah, it's been a little while though. For sure.
I was kind of hoping she'd cause a riot. And they're like, it would just be funny.
I'm surprised they actually got this far though.
God, they just arrived in town a couple of days ago.
Interesting.
They came through Grimstead.
Yeah, we met them on the way and they needed some help, so a bunch of my friends were actually helping in that too.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Kind of a
Oh,
funny coincidence.
this is funny. Oh, pardon me just one moment. Seasonal allergies. When you get to my age, it just happens.
Sanitary.
There we go. Got it right out.
Alright, well.
Well, you're all fine now.
Okay, bye.
What was wrong with her?
Bye.
And you'll walk back out. Now, what's everybody else shopping for? Let's burn through this and see what
Every
you're
time
getting.
I walk, it's like, ow.
I'm going to the bow shop.
to
We
the
were
bow
going to
shop?
the bow shop.
Hello. Welcome to the Green Arrow. A man strides out wearing an eye patch over one eye. He's half elven, and you can see that bits of his ear have been torn away by wire or some rabid beast. He has a very manly claw chunk taken out of the side of his face. And as he approaches, his voice is low like gravel. Welcome to the Green Arrow. Are you here to defend your city?
I'm here to buy a bow. Or arrows.
It helps if you have both.
Exactly.
What would you like? We have a number of bows, arrows. We even have crossbows, if you're into that sort of thing.
Not a crossbow person.
Yeah, I can tell. You're a real man's man.
You know it. What do you have for
Whoa,
bows?
buddy. You're gonna want to go to the piercer's booth if you want that kind of man-on-man action.
I don't know if Zeno has any piercings, actually.
Oh, hey,
right
there's a
here.
piercing booth?
Yeah, right over there. But here we like to keep it straight. Straight as an arrow.
He does not. Zeno does not have any
This is the
piercings.
homophobic archer booth? Like, what the hell?
Apparently.
It just comes out sometimes. I don't
Is
know.
it the arrow ace?
So, what do you have for bows? Longbows specifically.
I'm gonna need that back.
No, it's gone.
Oh, actually, never mind. I have another one.
Hold it hostage, Amy. Hold it hostage.
It's mine now.
Okay. Number of bows in stock. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a longbow. I've just got a normal one right now. I'd like to upgrade to something with a little more, punch.
You're wanting magic. Well, unfortunately, magic arrows look like they're probably a bit out of your price range.
Depends on what you have.
Magic bows aren't where it's at, my friend. That's not the way that magic works. The bow would be magic, but it wouldn't impart the arrow's power. Unless, of course, you had something like an oath bow, which I can guarantee I don't possess. If I could afford to sell an oath bow, I wouldn't be in a fucking market stall. But what I can sell you is a number of magic arrows.
So what do you have?
What do I have? What do I have? What
Chris
do
just
I?
suggests he needs a boxing glove arrow.
I have this. He holds up an arrow with a mitten on the tip. At least it looks like a mitten to you. This. It does non-lethal damage. But if you catch them in the face, it'll knock someone the fuck out. I call it the sleepy time arrow.
Molly is just gonna kill herself behind Zeno. Just bent over, slapping her knee, laughing.
It'll knock him the fuck out.
Are you enjoying this?
Is that so?
Terrible.
The sleepy time arrow.
Or the knock him the fuck out arrow, whatever you want.
I mean, Molly will kind of choke out from the ground, like, the kill them the fuck out arrow.
Oh, I've got, that's most of what I have, actually.
Let's start with the kill him the fuck out arrow, and then we'll move on to the
I've got
knock.
blessed arrows here. Blessed by, these are blessed by a wizard, these are blessed by a druid, these are blessed by a cleric. It's all the same to me. You know why? Because they'll fucking kill whatever you shoot them with. They're basically enchanted. Especially good at shooting basic witches.
God, I do hate those basic witches.
We had a hag come through here once. Fucking hags.
Gross.
Let's see. So. Alright, so what I can get for you right now. I need a price list. So I've got arrows that shoot lightning. I have arrows that freeze. I have arrows that will put you to sleep. Yes.
Actually, never mind.
That's right there. I have... No, don't click that button. Click this button. Come on, magic ammunition. Thank you. No, I want prices. I want prices. Costs of magic arrows. Okay. If your campaign allows them for trade, yeah, whatever. Cool. Cool. Consumables, so you have to divide the signature values in half. Okay, sorry. I'm just going to check the price list of this real quick, guys. Pardon me, because... Oh, that's right. It's at the beginning here, isn't it? Or is it in Zap? Okay. Hold on. Price of...
So, how do you bless items? Because the bless spell is on creatures only.
You have to... You used to have to take feats, so I don't actually know.
Okay. So I was going to say, like, hey, I can do that. It's a first level enchantment.
Oh, how many silver are in 1 gold?
10.
10 silver per 1 gold? Okay.
20 euro. Okay, so hint, notice the cost. That's Pathfinder being ridiculous. I apologize, stream. I have to look up this, and Chris, if you're watching, you read your player's guide there. Look up how much it costs. You got nothing better to do tonight.
I'm gonna pull out my calculator. Because I need to figure out how much money I have.
Arrow varieties behind the screen. There we go. Yay! Okay. Well, what I can do for you is I can do silvered arrows. I can do hammerhead arrows. I can do broadheads, corkscrews, rope arrows, fire arrows, blinding arrows, smoke arrows, mage fire arrows, explosive arrows, ice arrows, acid arrows, and of course, my favorite.
Ooh. That's on sound.
My favorite. The mind piercers.
What does the mind piercer arrow do?
Mind piercers. They pierce you, and when they do, it deals damage directly to your soul and your psyche. Picture an arrow stabbing you in the toe, and your mind melting. That's what a mind piercer does. Or as I like to call it, fuck your brain arrows. Out of character, a mind arrow on a hit, the target takes 1d8 psychic damage and must pass an int saving throw or have disadvantage on intelligence and wisdom for 3 rounds.
And what do the hammerhead arrows do?
Hammerhead arrows are much cheaper because they're non-magical.
Are they just like...
They're blunts. So they do 1 die less damage, so d6 instead of your d8. But on a critical hit, they apply the stunned effect for 1 round.
Meh.
Meh. Which one of those do the most damage on that?
The most damage?
Like you have to do more. Mr. 2-hit killer Griffin.
I would say getting into magical ones. So, Mike, basically, there's mage fire arrows. They magically ignite once fired. They deal an extra 1d6 fire damage. And ignite anything that is non-worn, non-carried flammable materials. They are 4 gold each. Then there are magical arrows that he has, which are basically elemental arrows. Each one is 10 gold, and it ranges from ice, acid, lightning, mind piercers. Yeah, and those are all +1/+1s.
Okay. Let me just calculate how much money I have really quick.
Yeah, so it's 50 gold for 5.
Okay.
I'll give you a minute to do the arithmetic. Back over at you guys, I think have been waiting the longest. What else are you looking for?
Any sort of enchanted necklaces or like...
The Pharaoh has moved up 8 spots!
Woo! Nice!
Oh, she's halfway there. All right.
Halfway there.
I hope she actually enjoys it.
So, I mean, there are a number of places, and as you walk around, I'm just going to start listing some of these places for the chat. So you leave where you are at Marigold Leathers, right next to the Chiseler bust. You pass Feather in your cap, Paris's Herbal Cures and Remedies, Dogrun Outfitters, which is another place that you can buy nice clothing, Beautiful You Boutique and Makeup, where you can see that there's a man inside going, come in, I'll make you beautiful, Hey, you! You want some eyeliner? All the ladies will love you.
Jason, just don't. No.
Free
Come
samples.
Here, come on.
Free samples.
Free samples.
Handy oils, vinegars, and syrups. Eye of the Beholder jewelry. Lost Souls,
Ooh,
which
there's
is
a
a copper.
jewelry place.
Oh, that might be useful.
There's an old. That's where you saw the tiefling getting pierced.
That's the jewelry spot?
There are a few jewelry spots.
Oh, well, you know.
There's the Good Scribe travel documents. There's Brawmill's Book Exchange. For Your Honor is around the corner as well.
What's that?
For Your Honor is actually in the corner there. It's a banner and tabard crafter.
Right.
A Cut Above Barbershop. The Lusty Lizard Bookshop in Bramad. Martinet Jewelers Rings and Such.
How about this one?
Yeah, let's try that.
And right next to that one, you can see there's another one called Under Things, Discreetly Delightful, which is a lingerie shop.
No thanks.
Justin wants to go in the lingerie shop.
There is
He wants
there
to
is
wear the
a
lingerie.
5 foot even elf with long blonde hair up in a pair of giant ringed braids, walking around in a teddy. Come in, come in, come in.
Can I go to the jewelry shop?
Are you sure you wouldn't like a lift?
I'm good.
Dear,
thanks.
show off what your mother gave you.
That's not handy for combat.
Oh,
It could be plenty.
would you like an armored bustier?
No!
Would you like an armored codpiece?
I can't have a bustier?
We don't judge.
It
We'd
might
have to
be
let it out a
warmer.
little for your strapping biceps.
Maybe when I have more money.
All right, so
Mental note. Tell Mars about this place.
as you go into, and as you say that, Mars comes up behind you.
Wait, tell me about what?
Armored bustiers?
Ooh, that sounds like a good idea.
Come in.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
figured.
help you show off what your mother gave you, or your devil.
Oh no.
Cool.
I mean, daddy.
Yes, and you coming?
Oh no.
We have con pieces, jock straps.
This is where I step away.
I'll follow to you. I want to hear about her fiance, and I'll continue with her.
I might buy it for you.
You know what, Ryan? Have an inspiration for that.
Fine. Suit yourself and suit me.
All right, so we're not going to roleplay trying on all of this underwear, but for like 20 gold, you can get some pretty sexy negligees.
Sweet, here, have 20 gold.
Yeah, done. Also, garter belt, because a tiefling without garter belt is like a fish without a bicycle underwater. Like, honestly, tieflings need thigh highs. It's Thigh High Thursday. Is it Thigh High Thursday yet?
Anything that's,
I know, but it's a... You know what I'm doing. Making fun of Matt Mercer. It's what I do. It's what I do, Matt Mercer. So
Sweet.
So next door.
Live a little.
Welcome to Martinet Jewelers, Rings and Things. I'm Martinet. How can I help you?
You.
It's a man behind the bar. His head is completely shaved. He looks kind of that blank face of like a stone giant almost. But you recognize that he's mostly human, probably has a splash of giant blood in him somewhere back in the family tree. What can I help with?
Enchanted necklaces, rings,
Ah, you want magic.
earrings, anything like that.
Can you please show me that you have money for this?
How much do these sort of things cost out of character?
Quite a lot. Quite a lot.
Because I might not be able to.
How much gold do you have on you?
Honestly, just I've got about 300 right now.
Winter,
So
can you hand me... Here's my copy of Xanathar's.
It's
behind Winter.
the first
Winter, so it's
red
the
one.
first book with the D&D.
Yes.
Yeah. Xanathar's actually has the price breakdown.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you'd be constantly shopping this session, but I did prepare for it except for this, so...
I haven't bought anything yet this campaign.
Oh.
Neither have I.
So,
Oh, God.
And then maybe a bit of, but I don't have as much gold as I probably could.
I bought healing potions, that's it.
I think I might have bought a couple of those too. But
I'm
that's- yeah.
I'm just loaded up on gold.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think where that place was. Oh, it's Steep Hollow.
Oh, and I also have a moonstone worth 50 gold that I can
Yeah.
also exchange or pawn or swap or something. I have a sneaking suspicion that anything magical like that is going to be way out of my price range, though.
Magical usually is, isn't
I
it?
know.
Buying magic items. Do they not have it here?
Don't know if the prices are the same, but going back to the old one.
It's way different.
Okay, because I was gonna say cheapest ring I think was 1,000 gold.
Yeah, 5e is meant to be a lot more
User friendly.
and a lot less magical. Like you need magical items a lot less
Yeah.
to be useful, which is actually quite nice, but it helps.
Because I've got a single ring of protection right now that I picked up really early on in the campaign.
Oh, here we go. So most of the rings that you'd be looking up, so like say like we'll look up an amulet real quick. So if it's uncommon, it would be upwards of 500 gold at the most. And then if it's a rare item, it's 500 to 5,000.
Yeah, no, I cannot afford quite that much.
What do you want? I can look and see what we have. I have Amulet of Health. It makes you very healthy. You look healthy, but you could be healthier.
This is true.
Is Amulet of... I have an Amulet of Proof Against Detection and Location. I have Amulet of Health. Amulet of Health, very good. Amulet of Health is a 1,000 gold piece.
That's
Makes you very healthy, like ox.
That's expensive.
a bit out of my price range. But thank
Amulet
you.
of Proof Against Location is only 200 gold pieces.
I've got other stuff I can do for that.
Okay, well, maybe Friend would buy for you? Friend can buy you many things. Friend plays music well, I heard. I heard from you.
Me, thank you.
There is Ring of Shielding, is 300 gold piece.
What does that do?
It makes you immune to mind read. There is Ring of Jump. It is 250 gold. Makes you jump big.
How serious is that Amulet of Health? Like, what is it?
Turns your Constitution to 19.
I know, right? That's amazing.
Wait,
I would love that.
picture this.
Uh,
A pouncing bear.
you are
I don't.
a tiny creature. You are what? Under 6 feet tall?
Yeah.
As you notice now, he's squatting on a stool and his body forms a Z from where he's perched. He has got to be 7 feet tall. You must get very cold, tiny girl thing. Consider Ring of Warmth. Is only 100, but you stay warm no matter what, so long as you do not get breathed on by Frost Giant. Cannot protect against Frost Giant breath. Can protect against icy days and nights.
That could be handy, but I'll have to think about it.
Then there is
Sorry, how much was that ring of the... Was it, sorry, an amulet? Or...
the Amulet of Health.
Yeah.
What did I say? What did I say? 2,000?
1,000.
1,000.
I said 1,000 gold.
And how much does Constitution affect your health?
Basically you add your modifier to your health.
Every level. And if it bumps it to 19, it means that you've got a mod of 5.
4.
4.
It's the even numbers.
Oh, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Per level?
Yeah.
Yeah, so while Amy had that on, she gained temporary retroactive hit points.
Yeah. And as if it's a pendant or a necklace, then it would probably stick with me when I shift.
Yes, a necklace
So-
would.
It would stack with whatever my wild shape is. And give me improved hit points that way.
There is also this, and he'll hold up a choker that is shaped like a heart. Like it has a red stone dangling from it that's been carved into a heart, but with a pair of slightly angelic faces looking off of each side of the lower angles. Periapt of health. Is easy. Is 150 gold.
What is this?
Protects from all disease. You could walk through a leper colony hugging and high-fiving everyone and walk out and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look, 10 fingers.
I love this guy.
He's very, very useful.
That does sound useful.
You could go wild on the breaking spring.
Sounds like you could swim in the sewer and come out fine.
The breaking spring?
When you go on break during spring, you go wild like all girls do. See, like that girl with the horns.
Oh, hi.
You see Marisol, are you wearing the lingerie right now?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess it could be underneath your armor.
Exactly, and it's like it's holding everything in, and especially from chafing.
Jason, do me a favor.
Yes.
I need you to make me a perception roll.
Choink.
How much bigger did
That's
they
a
look?
3.
I see 9.
9? Okay, then you are just going to totally not notice, but there's something different about her. Maybe she gained weight. She definitely looks bigger in places. You can't figure out what.
Just like, don't even see it.
Tia, you'll notice immediately. She's pushed them up quite amply. In
So
fact,
how was the cheesecakes?
I guess she gets 6.
Wait, I didn't have
Ferret moved up
cheesecake.
2 more spots.
How many
Farrah's
plus
still
does she have
alive.
left?
12.
Alright. I thought maybe Farrah got through already.
I don't like cheesecake.
Cheese.
I like cheese, I just don't like cheesecake.
Yes, it's not dessert food. Cheese is for savory meal.
And meat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cheese for dessert for weakling.
Jason just continues to give you the sad face.
So, what you guys looking at here?
Well, something I apparently can't afford.
Oh? What
I
is
will
it?
stare like adoringly and fawningly at that necklace of
What is it?
pendant.
What's it do? It looks pretty.
It makes you very healthy.
Very healthy, eh?
Very prone to avoid damage.
How much is it?
Only 999 gold pieces for pretty evil lady.
Thank you.
Hey,
You know, maybe after we help the Jarl with some of the jobs,
990.
we'll have you have enough gold for it.
Yeah, maybe.
Make a persuasion roll if you're trying to drop that. Nat 20.
Damn.
You work for Jarl?
Yeah.
We do.
I see. Is one condition. You will wear. He'll hold up the pendant, which has that blood red stone dangling from the tip of it, set into what looks like some type of mithril casing. This amulet of like body strengthen. Everywhere you go, if you wear this, I give you good deal. I say 900 gold. No, that's for evil girl. For you and
Thanks.
friend, a very pretty evil girl.
Thank you.
For pretty evil girl 900. For you 600. Significant discount.
That is very generous.
Yes, it's very generous, but you must go every town that you help in, because you are adventurer. I can tell. I can see from the way that you have your weapons and your armor.
This is turning more and more into Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Sorry. I'm gonna back off one second. I was trying to go Tommy Wiseau, and Tommy Wiseau just keeps tripping into Arnie. You go to every place, and you say the Jarmusch give you magic thing that saved the day. Jarmusch, who is manager of Martinet jeweler rings and such. I am not Martinet. I am Jarmusch.
That is very generous. I personally don't have that much on me.
Lend her the rest.
Oh, how much more do you need?
208. Wait, he said 600?
600.
280.
Who has the party gold?
I think it's in the bag.
It's in the bag of holding.
Who has the bag of holding?
I think Zeno does.
I think Leo does.
Yeah, because that's where you kept all the parts.
Oh yeah, that is where you kept all the files. Okay, so Xena has the bag of holding, which has...
Do we have
100 and something
'Cause I
gold.
thought
We
had
have...
split it.
We haven't split it. There's a bit that just got lumped together in the front of our
Okay.
most recent one.
Yeah, there's a bunch in there, and there's also 2 paradots in there. And that's 1,000 gold right there. And I have it all!
How about I bring that up and be like, well, why don't we go see what we've got in the shared funds bag?
If you need time to think, is a lot money? I wait here, and I'm here for 1 hour 15.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, because we might be able to make this work.
Deal is here for 1 hour 14.
Okay.
Let's go find the others.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah.
I am splitting off from Zeno because I still haven't been able to actually do any shopping.
I'm,
I have not gotten a single fucking thing yet.
Alright, so I'm going to spend some time on Christine.
But before you go, I'm
Try and
gonna
find
ask
Xeno.
you for the jarl token. Because we only have the 1. She only gave us 1.
I will show it. Counts for him too. Put it back in my pocket and leave because I might need it.
Alright, fine. Figure out what you're gonna buy, Pipsqueak.
And it was 50 for 5 for the magic ones?
50 for 5. State your type. I've got 15 of each type.
Sounds like he should have been in charge of the Cavern of Delights.
Oh my god.
They might make me touch a boy. Ew.
I hope I can go back there one day.
So you make your way across the rest of the bazaar. Where are you headed? Loot the room and more? Or sorry, loot the room, musical instruments?
I was probably going to go to either the Ironmonger's outlet or the House of Iron.
Okay.
I wanted some daggers and hand axes.
So they are placed apart from each other, and you can see that one of them has a dwarf working rather steadily at her forge. The other one has, and actually strangely, the dwarf, when you look at her, is a mountain dwarf, but there's a slight bluish-white tinge to her skin.
Interesting.
Maybe not mountain, maybe further north. And then in the other one, you can see there's a very, very dark, like mahogany-skinned human man, sweat beating down his muscular back, working as hard as he can. The dwarf has a bit of an advantage from that natural aptitude with metal, but this man...
Do they have anything on display?
Both of them. Actually, they're obviously competing with one another.
Does either look better?
Let's find out. Let's find out who's winning today. Reroll that because that was almost equal.
I'll head to the dwarf first.
Welcome to shop. How are you today? You doing well?
Not bad. You?
Doing very well. Just speak in Dwarven to you. For
Excellent.
voice has a slight northern tint to it. That cold mechanicalness of the mountain dwarves, of the cold hard dwarves. She's not a full blood, but you can hear the ice on her accent. What can I do for you, sister?
I need some more hand axes, and I was thinking of picking up a dagger for
Absolutely. I can do that. Not a problem at all. How many hand axes? 2?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want a third? It's always a fun surprise to have one of those behind your back.
Well, they're generally only for backup, and just in case I get disconnected from this one.
I see that
Pat
you're wearing a
Warhammer.
medallion. You're working with the jarl.
They've asked us to do a couple jobs.
Buy the 2 hand axes for 10 gold, and I'll throw in the dagger for free.
Sure. Sold.
She'll slam down 2 hand axes that are made of an exquisite design, and also 1 very wickedly curved dagger.
I'll pick it up, test the weight.
It's great. You can
All
flip it
of
on 2 fingers.
I'll test them all. And fantastic work.
I do what I can.
They're beautifully made.
Where are you from, cousin?
Did we decide where I was from?
You're from south.
Down south.
Mountains. Hills.
Hills. Brewing clan.
Huh. Which one?
Gold brewer.
I've heard of the gold brewers.
Daddy makes me now.
This Pilsner's shit.
To be fair, he's still working on that one.
He's been working on it for 50 years as far as I can tell.
That's what Mom says.
That's funny.
Hasn't managed to beat her yet.
Stone skin. Bruna. Stone skin.
Valiant, sounds one.
Well, Matt. Is there anything else I can do for you, cousin?
Do you have any gear like mittens?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be down the bloody sewers.
1 gold should get you a 10-pack easily. I'll also throw in a rock hammer for it.
That would be fantastic.
You need rope?
Yeah, actually I was gonna look for silk rope. Do you sell that as well?
I do. 5 silver pieces for 30 feet.
Can I get 2 sets? Do you have enough?
I do.
Fantastic.
Here you are. And she'll outfit you. Is there anything else?
I think that's all I needed.
That's a nice hammer.
Yeah, unfortunately it was desecrated before I got it.
Can I see it? She'll hold out her hand. Do you hand it off?
Yeah, I'll let her look at it.
She'll wave it around. This is going to be an expensive repair.
Yeah, I know. I'll save for that one.
This isn't steel.
No?
The centerpiece that's been desecrated. It's stone. Look, make me a history check.
I'll lean in closer to that. So,
You have advantage on this roll, being a dwarf.
okay. So it's 14.
Now that you've spent a lot of time with this hammer now, but now that you take a look at it properly, and she points it out, you can actually see that slight graininess. You thought it was just burnished or scratches left from where it had been desecrated, but
That
actually
is well disguised.
Orihalcon. It's magical stone.
Jeez.
Incredibly rare. But if you find it, hang on to it. It's one of the few types of stone that can be smelt like a metal.
Thank you.
Magically.
Oh, God, what was I going to say? Something like come away more like informed. I don't know. I'm sure there's a good phrase for it, but I can't think of it off the top of my head.
You learned a thing.
I learned a thing.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So what else are you buying? Thanks to everybody for your patience on the shopping episode.
I was also gonna go buy that feather in your cap place because I'm assuming it's a hat shop.
It is a hat shop.
I'm gonna go there and have a quick look and see if there's anything that looks like it would suit Farah because she's been standing in line.
Oh, hold on, I gotta roll for
Space.
Farah again. Hey, 2 more spaces. Jesus, Farah. Alright,
And she
suddenly
was
7 more
also
spaces.
being all like stressy about having told us she was a dragon, so.
There is a beautiful leather tricorn hat.
Does it have like lace and feathers in it?
Yeah. Well, not really lace. It does. Well, it has a lace.
Like the edge of lacy edge to it.
Yeah, and it's got like a giant plumage coming out the top.
She's gold, right?
Yes. Howdy!
Blue would suit her well.
What can I do for you?
How much for that hat?
That one. Well, that one's going to be 19 pieces of silver, which 20 with a tip.
Does it look like it needs to be modified to fit Farah's horns?
Her horns come out.
Or would they sit under neatly?
It would probably have to go through the brim.
And I've been around her enough that I could probably detail that quite carefully to him. Can you make these modifications?
For the tip? Absolutely.
Fantastic. I'll give him 21 silver.
Ooh. It would take me about, probably about 20 minutes.
Fantastic.
All right. I'll see you soon. I love doing that voice.
Do you have any storage for hats for traveling?
You mean a hat box? You mean like these hat boxes? And he'll gesture at a big stack of hat boxes. You honestly thought it was holding up his tent.
Do you have any, like, bags? Like, they could just slip over here, just to protect from dirt of travel, lightly?
Well, that's what a hat's for. But you're talking about, like,
Yes, but my friend and I might be going down and dealing in some very dirty places soon. I don't want her to get her hat ruined. She loves hats.
I have this. And he'll pull out what looks like almost like a shower cap made of some type of beeswax. It's waterproof, and you can put it right over yourself like a swim cap, and it fits perfectly. Or you can drag it across the hat, and he'll do it, and it snaps into place. Bam! Waterproof hat. And you can put it over preserve jars if you lose the lid.
I think she wouldn't use it, so I'll hold off for now.
If you get two of them, you can wear them as boots. Go up inside your house with your boots on, you won't muddy anything up. It even has personal uses.
Yeah, no.
But always
No,
rinse
that's
it out.
okay. More information than I need.
It'll be about 20 minutes for me to fix this up.
Excellent.
But money on the table. You already put it down, so 20 minutes?
Sounds good. I'll be back.
All right, and any other last places you're going to? Okay, hold on. I'm going to take it 7 places. She's next in line. She's going in first place.
Oh my goodness. I think I've got just about everything I needed or wanted. Once I get that, I'll probably head back.
Meet up and get potions?
No! I haven't been to the distillery yet.
All right. Distillery sounds like that would be ran by... As you approach the distillery, you can smell the liquor pouring out of it. And actually, Jason, make me a perception roll.
19.
Jason fades away from the two of you where you're shopping for leather and other items.
Leather and lace.
And actually looking for... So while you're looking for Zeno, Jason is going to wander off with the smell of a copper still in the air. And a large half-orc with a pot belly is going to be standing at the still, working hard, wearing a very prim, almost tuxedo, with a black velvet bow tie. His skin has a slightly greenish blue tone to it, And as he looks over at you, you can see that he's got very well-groomed mutton chops coming down the side and hair that kind of is messily kempt with some type of pomade. Ah! Customers. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, one and all.
Oh, thank you. I could smell you down the way.
Ah, yes. Well, if there's anything I can do for you, please, let me know. Pardon me, the dog has just kicked the tent. Let me rearrange that. There we go. Much better.
What's your specialty?
Ah, whiskey. We're a whiskey distillery. We have 4 types of whiskey. We have an Inish whiskey, which is free and lively. We have what we call a bourbon, made out of a corn mash, aged for 21 months. It's a young, lively, energetic taste that dances over your tongue like a spring maiden on the equinox fair. Then we also have, of course, a dwarven whiskey made of peat moss, brewed in the depths of a mountain. It has the sharpness and age and wit of a dwarven scholar. And then, of course,
A bit of bite to it.
ah yes, as much bite as a rock troll, from what I understand. And not that I would know, I've never been bitten or bitten a rock troll. Yes, quite.
Nalia will chuckle as well. I have.
Yes, well, dwarves do get round. And then, of course, we have what is my
I can see just
personal
like Kia
favorite,
coming up behind us. And...
a rye. It's simple, inelegant, a drink of the common man. But there's nobility in that commonness. Something that you can come home to, my friend, and he'll put an arm on your shoulder, that you can come home to. You can kick up your feet, call your friends, your wife, your spouse, to bring you a glass of rye, and relax and let the burdens of the day, as he touches Malia's shoulder, melt away. Here.
Do you offer tastings?
I do.
Oh.
By the thimble.
Well, I am apparently engaged, so let's try this.
Wait, what?
Ah, cheers to you, my friend.
Thank you.
Was that a yes on the...
Engaged to you?
I beg your pardon.
I mean, you don't know anybody besides us.
Was it the rye? Was it the...
I try them all.
yes.
They sound fantastic.
Please.
And he'll lay out the tasting platter in front of you.
I will sniff them before drinking.
Each one is better than the last, culminating in the rye, which honestly, and that's by your taste buds, the first 2 are okay, but honestly the rye is what sells you. Like the rest are, you're like, oh, 6s, 7s. Your tongue it's a little overpowering for you, to be honest. The first 3 are just such a robust, it's like being kicked in the mouth. But the rye is smooth, it almost kind of goes down like, it has the mouthfeel of a very strong cold tea. That kind of slight viscosity that clings to your cheeks, but only for a second before it drains down and leaves a warming feeling. The others will burn your gullet. And you're like, okay, that's good, but that's a little much. Your elven sensibilities just aren't meant for that shit. You, on the other hand, are like... And that last one, though, is honestly like drinking a glass of milk after a chili pepper. It's just that calm, warming numbness that spreads through your limbs just for a second. Just that shiver of warmth that goes down into the capillaries of your fingers and toes.
That's smooth enough to take away the burn I just experienced.
If you need something a bit more jovial, we do also have one other vintage. It's not a whiskey, and it's not one that we distill, but it is one that we carry. We happen to be in trade with some sand gnomes. From Catapesh.
What do I know about that?
You make me a history knowledge. Both of you can make me a history roll to understand what the hell Catapesh is.
14.
12.
12? So 14?
Yeah.
Okay. You've heard of Catapesh? It's a desert country across the water. Like it's a different continent. Or it's a city on a different continent. You know that it's another culture that worships the same gods, but they have very strange architecture style that generally builds in kind of sharp, jagged designs like triangles and like multi-layered ziggurats. It's very, very hot and sandy there. As far as sand halflings, you assume that that's probably just halfling traders that are there.
Okay. Never heard of it. Can I try it?
I'm willing to try. I don't know what they ferment out in the sand, but...
Actually, it's made of this strange type of tree. The green, shaped like a man's hand, reaching up for the sky, begging for water. It is called the Cutest. It's like a rose bush with spiny thorns.
Okay, I know what this is now.
And he'll pour you a little taste test. I must warn you, it is quite potent.
I will smell it first.
It smells actually really sweet. And kind of like it smells slightly floral. Oh, the dog's being summoned. And he'll give you a full shot of this.
Yeah.
Because you're good customers, and I'm sure you're going to purchase much. I must warn you, however, this does have a potent effect on actually both of your sensibilities. It loosens the tongue of most elves and loosens the morals of most ladies.
Oh, yes.
So enjoy, please.
I will carefully sip it.
I need you both to make a constitution roll because tequila does that to everybody.
Even
Tequila.
What's that?
sipping? Like, even
It's a full shot.
Nat 20, sir!
11.
Okay. So you're going to be a little rosy-cheeked, but you drink and your clothes stay on. It's a miracle. Drinking tequila is usually the close off button. What happened?
5 shots in, but...
Or
six,
one
or
tequila,
seven.
2 tequila, 3 tequila, 4.
Tequila.
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 So you will have the agave nectar and it'll course down your throat and
Interesting.
you will shiver. Whoa.
So,
It's tasty.
Oh, that gave
But
me
I think I
flashbacks.
prefer the rye.
what sizes do you have?
I have
Not
what is commonly
pleasant.
referred to as a Mickey. I have them in pints. I have them in gallons.
Do they come in skins or do you only have clay jugs?
Clay jugs. I have them in casks. I have them in glass decanters. And I also have them... I can transport them in a clay jug if you prefer. But I also can transport them in flasks.
Oh, flasks are durable.
Yes, and made of copper, they contain qualities that eat away at diseases and other... I'm sure you're up on the latest literature about germology. Tiny creatures, little monsters that gnaw at your flesh.
Oh, jeez.
Yes,
Well, I guess in that case, 3 flasks of the rye,
absolutely.
along with whatever Melly is getting.
3 flasks of the rye, with the flask and taxes, and transport fees would be 9 gold pieces. 3 gold pieces per in the copper flasks.
All right, and yeah, what?
I will get 3 of the rye and 1 of all the others, including
So
in the flask.
in the flasks, that is going to be 21 gold pieces altogether. And does that include the tequila?
Yes.
Oh shoot! I was
How much?
needing to get to
It
help with
depends.
Tia, and he's
How
gonna.
much of size?
Just a little bit. I'm
20
going to take
gold
it back to
pieces.
share with my friends.
20 gold pieces for the
Okay.
flask. So that will be a total of 41 gold pieces and 6 gold pieces, or 47 gold pieces total.
Awesome. Oh wait, I was supposed to help Tia with something. Awesome. You take care of this. I'm gonna run out.
Did you buy your stuff?
No.
Well, that's nice, Justin. I'm not paying for you. I'll send him back. He is scatterbrained.
Are you showing off your medallion?
I've probably like just hung it off my arm and tucked it in my shirt, but it's probably come out a bit.
Ah.
So it's not
Looking for the
immediately
yacht.
obvious. Oh, yes,
Tell you what, your friend's alcohol is on the house, but he may still have to repay you for it. Don't worry about sending him back. He owes you the money, not me.
alright.
And tell the Jarl that her regular order shall be in on time as usual.
Certainly. Thank you.
That's no
I
problem at all.
appreciate it.
If you need anything else, please refer to me.
Of
or
course.
call me. My name is Crane.
I will be telling my family about your...
Fagor. Your family.
Yeah. Jill, like, point at the crest, like, hanging off her belt or something.
Ah, the Alemeisters. Yes. I've
I
heard
believe they'll be very interested in some of this.
you can absolutely make a shandy out of these things. Perhaps an Inish fireball, as they like to call them. At least in some of the less reputable establishments.
I had not considered that. They are fantastic on their own.
Yes,
God.
absolutely. And Ferret gets the cheesecake!
Woo! Go Ferret! Thank you.
I hope she
will
likes
load
it.
all of Gaston's in a separate bag.
Alright. He'll give you a sack for them. Alright, and is anybody else buying anything else?
I'm just buying my arrows and that's it.
I'm not buying any more, but I want to do, like, run into Farah.
Yep. So Farah will be walking around looking for you right now, holding 6 cheesecakes.
I will spot her from in between people and go, Farah!
Hi! I got the cheesecakes!
Do you climb on top of something?
It's been about 20 minutes now, right?
Yeah.
Come with me.
What? Cheesecake? But I was gonna eat.
Like, eat while we go, but I've got something for you. We need to go pick it up. I will reach up and grab a piece of cheesecake.
Hold on.
Good luck.
Hold on.
You
I
might
gotta
get
roll
bitten.
Paradise.
You won't get your present.
This one's yours anyway. Still hand you the one that's half eaten.
Thank you.
It's delicious.
I will take her to feather in your cap.
Oh, a hat store.
Yes, 1 second.
Spent.
Is it done? Excellent.
It's done. Sorry, I had to remember who was who.
Right?
Fair.
It's done.
Alright. Pass.
Yeah.
Passes it. Alright. It has like a huge blue plume, I think. Personally, I think blue is her color. I'm not sure. What about you? If it's a different color, tell me now.
She's wearing blue.
Okay, fantastic. She's got a huge, one of those huge, like, what is it? Ostrich feather
Yeah.
plume?
Yeah.
Types,
Blue.
yeah.
It's a rock feather, actually. Oh no, it's griffin feather.
Okay.
Blue griffins.
They're big. Griffins are big.
I just figured, you know how the ostrich feathers are really soft and feathery and plumey?
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that then.
They're the ones that are in all the old-fashioned swashbuckler hats.
Yeah, that's true.
Is this
Here, for you.
really?
Yeah.
I'm holding too much cheesecake. Can you?
Ooh, very nice.
It won't come off.
Did I get the horn placement right?
Yeah, actually, it's pretty snug. Not a bad snug. It's a good. It's not coming off.
I love Ferret so much.
She cries.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, and the rest of you will find this touching scene after you've done your purchases. Are you grabbing that much from the party coffer?
I might actually not, because it'll only give me +1 more on the Constitution. But is there someone here that could use that, though? Who is lowest Constitution?
Remember, you also have a maximum number of items that can be attuned.
Yeah, what is it again?
3.
I'm fine then. So.
Well, not you, but a couple of you have magic items.
Yeah. if someone here has
Because
really
I
low
only have
that would be
Constitution
amazing.
14.
Me too.
Yeah.
So that would come in very handy for me, actually. I'm gonna buy some arrows.
That sounds good. Go ahead and tell me what you're getting real quick.
What's the difference between like fire arrows and the mage fire arrows?
Fire arrows are better.
Oh.
1d6 versus 1d8, and has the chance to set things on fire.
I am down to 200 gold now.
Okay, so regular fire arrows are better?
Fire arrows are better. Plus, they give you a +1 on the attack and damage.
Okay.
So
So I'm gonna buy 15 fire, 15 arrow, acid, and 15 lightning.
Okay, so that's going to be 450 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do I get any jarl discount?
Make me a persuasion roll.
$17.
I can do it for 375.
Done.
Right, so 375. So here's what they do. So Mike, what I'm gonna do. So do you want lightning or thunderclap?
What's the difference?
You've seen
I've seen you do thunderclap
and lightning.
and
Right.
lightning.
Lightning versus sonic damage?
yeah. Maybe.
Okay, so Mike, you have your phone out, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna send you the pages, and you can tell me what you want.
Okay.
So they do not have the holy arrows at the bottom.
Okay. And then when you come, did you come to find me in the?
Yeah, to talk, to ask about it.
And then did you decide that you weren't gonna get it?
I'm considering, but how many
Krista doesn't
magical
have
items
that
do you
on.
have?
I have.
How have you been enjoying the
One.
shopping episode, Krista?
Because, yeah, no, I'm going to tell you about that. Be like, I don't think it'll be useful for me, but
Ooh, actually have a lot of viewers.
How many do you have?
after what happened on the road up here, it might be useful for you.
Okay.
Right now, they're willing to part with it for 600. We've got about,
It's only been like 20 minutes.
yeah, we've got just under an hour before it goes back to being 1,000 gold.
I'm not counting myself or me.
Okay. Can you make me a perception roll?
Yeah.
Do we have anything we can sell that'll make up for that?
I'll go buy it actually.
Oh,
Actually,
Awesome.
don't.
I'll come
Just
with you.
roll above 10. Roll a d20.
24.
I
24.
got an 18 there, but am I adding anything to it?
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
You
18.
succeeded. So the three of you are getting to work. You're buying your arrows.
And then I'm gonna drag him back to the jeweler shop.
I'm gonna take the thunderclap arrows.
Okay. So remember that has a save attached to it.
And I'm also gonna pick up 2 daggers somewhere.
Okay. That cost you 4 gold.
Yeah.
What are you buying? Doing anything?
Going back to them, but not
Okay.
buying anything.
So as you two are kind of milling around doing your own thing away from the three of them, you'll bump near each other. Actually, I need to roll for Farah as well. Not bad, 22. The three of us, as we're walking through the center alley, and you can hear a guard walk through going, 1 hour remaining in the market! 1 hour remaining! Finish your purchases in the next 30 minutes to ensure a safe and profitable event.
Don't forget to pick up your armor.
Yeah, I know.
You'll see someone in dark clothing moving through the market. It's in that little gap between stalls 16 and 17 toward the guard station, along the butcher's passage. And the two of you, the three of us, I suppose, will see a woman with dark skin and slightly pointed ears. The assassin from the night before moves through the marketplace, briskly.
I will look at myself. I'm not fighting her.
Where does it look like she's heading to?
She looks like she's heading away from the bridge. Do you follow her and watch from a distance? Okay, make me a stealth roll with advantage because of the crowds.
18 and 7.
25.
Cool.
All right, so Marisol will give you a nod and vanish into the crowd. Pulling her hood up. You have a hood, right? Yeah, let's say. Pulling her hood up over her horns. You keep an eye out for just a moment, and then she's lost in the sea of backs and faces. You trail her,
I will trust that she won't get involved and will come back to us once she
and you can
finds.
see that she heads down the stairwell on the side of the bridge that goes to one of the lower levels. She passes by a place, a pub perched over the chasm that you can see has the long drop written on it, and further down to the first level, the lowest level of Dogrun Bridge, and heads down a winding corridor. It doesn't look like that's a very large floor, mostly slums and warehouses down there. Now that you know where she's gone, you're pretty sure you could probably track her, or at least Zeno could.
What would tracking be exactly in this?
Tracking would be survival rolls. Or you could just go looking for her. You can continue following if you wanted.
So I'll go a little further.
Okay. Let me just change out the music then. Let's see. Sneaky music from Marisol.
Sneaky,
Oh, no.
sneaky.
I prepped for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marisol's got the sneaky sneak music.
Yeah?
Is the dog coming in?
I figured you'd probably
Alright. You follow. Down here, it's actually quite moist, and you'll find that the ground is muddy. Your boots slop and slorp with every other step. Make me another stealth roll, this time without advantage.
14.
14. You'll find yourself trailing her as she goes down a corridor that leads to a cleft between a pair of large jutting rocks, and up a winding path that looks like it goes to a small cliff by itself. A couple of old ridged columns jut out, and it looks like a shrine of some sort. A small altar, maybe a small building built into the rock. It's hard to tell. Honestly, the cleft in the rock is barely a man's width across. You wouldn't have even noticed it had she not walked in before you. You can go back and inform your friends, or continue on.
Continue a little bit further.
Alright.
No.
Potion.
Just a little bit.
Make me another stealth roll. And don't mess up.
19.
19. You creep forward. And as you do... Well, I gotta go for it. Wait, that's the fighting music. My apologies.
No, I'm not ready.
You continue down, following the winding, ancient flagstones that have been set into the side of this mountain trail. And as you approach, make me a wisdom save.
Sorry, guys. This is where you lose me. 3.
Cool. Do it at disadvantage, actually.
1.
Is that a natural one?
Yeah.
Hey, that's great. Do you have advantage right now? Or do you have a...
Can I
No.
give her one?
Yeah, give her one of the two, because you can only ever have one.
I know.
That counts as out. She takes the 3.
Yeah.
No,
Still not great.
she'll have the one. She just has a point of advantage now.
Oh,
or a point
okay.
of inspiration.
Okay.
As you move down the way, there's a curious twisting in your gut.
I wonder if that's the belly button ring.
Oh my god.
No, actually, it's that strange feeling. It starts at your horns and rolls down your back, encases your spine, and you can feel a deep tingle of dread and nausea echo up from your stomach.
I've felt this before, haven't I?
Yes, you have. As you approach the temple, it's a small shrine actually, about 20 feet wide, set into the side of the mountain, obscured by the dark, igneous stone. And as you approach, you'll notice that there's an ancient carving atop the door. It's simple. It's a sigil that you swear you've seen before. It's... Make me a history roll. Actually, pardon me, a religion roll.
Nat 20.
It is 3 circles joined by a line in the shape of a triangle. The last time you saw this symbol was in the outskirts of Mog, in the temple. It's the symbol of Nirn.
Oh!
This is a small shrine of Nirn.
Uh-oh.
You'll manage to creep to the edge if you'd like. And as you do, what languages do you speak?
Bleh. It was common, infernal, and that was it, as far as I know, because she was just a regular human
Let me
before.
just check something real quick. Nope, does not speak that anyway. Cool. I had to check something real quick. And you hear the half-elf, the half-drow assassin speak. What is thy bidding, my master? And you hear a voice, shrill and haughty, echo in the shrine. You failed to kill the man. I did. Then your contract is void. There are no second chances.
Can I try to find where that voice is coming from?
Yes, you may. You may make me an investigation roll with disadvantage unless you move into the light.
And I still can't stay, like, hidden, can I? If I'm moving out into the light?
I'll let you do it flat out. So no advantage, no disadvantage.
An investigation?
And so basically this is going to be investigation versus the other person's stealth.
11.
Actually, you know what? You're winning by 1 point. So...
Win on 11. Wow.
Damn.
I tried my best. I did everything. But some do-gooders, some adventurers intervened and saved his pathetic life. Enough excuses, Falmorel. I thought the Moonblight clan had enough courage to stand against something like a few adventurers. Aren't you bold enough? Brave enough? Master, You dare speak back to me? And then you see it. The voice emerges as a small shape darts down in front of the kneeling elf. It's small.
Smaller than me?
Much.
Uh-oh.
Put your head to the floor, servant, it says. And the elf slowly lowers her head until it's touching the floor. And behind her, you can see the shape moving out of the shadows of a small black cat. It's dressed in a jeweled collar with several rings piercing its ears. And what looks like an outfit of leather ribbons wrapped around its torso.
Can I use thaumaturgy?
To do what?
Something with my voice.
Sure, what do you want to do? You want to think on it for a second?
Yeah, I'm not thinking about this.
The cat opens its mouth and continues to speak. I will not broach. I will not accept any more failure, Valmorel. Master Dendera, please. No. I want you to find them. The ones that Nona was looking for. Find the strays. And eliminate them. And bring me the gem. Yes, Master.
Maybe I'll just cast darkness instead.
You gonna do that?
Yeah.
And do what?
Encase them in darkness and then
GTFO.
GTFO.
Okay.
I mean, they don't know you're here yet.
Truth. Yeah. Darkness.
You're gonna do it anyway?
Yeah.
Okay. As you do so, you feel the coldness inside of you rise up, and out of a place. Are you just doing it right between them?
Yeah.
Basically, is
so
the-
they won't see me because they'll be like.
A sudden cloud of inky blackness billows out of the point between them.
And then I use thaumaturgy.
To do what?
Say that was a mistake.
Please.
As I'm leaving.
How does it sound like? And are you using abyssal, common?
I'll use common, but I'm masking my voice.
Sure. Go ahead and do it for me then.
That is a grave mistake.
Who goes there?
And I'm gone.
You dare! All right. I need you to make me an athletics roll, please.
Sweet. Quick, fast. 14.
Okay. As you all finish your purchases and make your way to the bridge, you're wearing your fancy new armor, which is AC 12 plus Dex.
Woohoo!
So your Dex goes up by 1.
We went back and picked up the potions and stuff for
And
the
I
hides.
and I got that amulet of health.
Oh, you did buy it.
Yeah, I did buy it.
And who's wearing it?
I am.
Aren't you tapped out for magical items?
No,
The attunement?
for
Because
attunement.
Your quiver.
So hold on.
No, the quiver's not magical. The quiver's just a fancy quiver.
Yeah, the quiver's
Okay.
just fancy.
It's the boots and the bracers. That I have.
And doesn't let me just check one thing real quick.
I don't think I don't think the Sunblade was attuned.
There's actually a list here that'll just like point blank tell me. It's kind of nice.
Fair enough.
What do your braces do?
Plus 2 damage for range attacks. But I mean, either way, I'd rather have the extra health than the boots.
It is attuned.
It is attuned.
Yeah.
What do the boots do?
The boots just jump times 3.
That's boots of springing and...
Yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah.
swap?
Yeah.
What boots do you have?
I don't have any fancy boots. They're
Okay,
just
so you're going to give her the boots of springing and striding?
Straight up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I'll take the amulet of health.
Amy, you can look up the boots of springing and striding.
You can jump lots.
Yeah, they're
Might
really...
be handy.
So were you gonna get any of the Cure Wounds scrolls as well?
Yeah, I wanted to. I was just gonna dump full 1,000 credits at the
Yeah.
potion shop.
And is it just on which potion? Any scrolls? What are you getting?
I'm gonna make sure she's there because she's the one who knows what to get.
Okay, so what did you want?
Okay, so
I'm basically
would
gonna be
go
like,
for
you know
the
what?
basic
Here's
healing
1,000 credits. There you go.
potions.
Okay, that's 50 each.
Okay, so
Or was it 60? It was 60 each for the healing potions.
was it?
It was 50 for the healing
Oh, you're right, you're right. It
potions.
was 60
150 for the big
150
ones.
for the big ones.
Yeah.
The greater.
That's correct.
Okay, so
Yeah, basically just get 1,000,
Shopping
a
episodes.
1,000
It'll be
gold
fun.
worth of stuff. And for that amulet of health, it was boost your constitution to 19.
Yeah, and it
Yep.
gives your
Your bonus is plus 4, so
Yeah.
you'll have an additional... what was your con before?
It was 14, so I had 2.
Okay, so now you're at plus 4, which means that you'll have an extra 10 hit points.
which will help.
and how much
Which
were
will
the
help.
Cure Wounds scrolls? They were 50 as well, were they? Or
They were 60.
60.
they were.
But they have no material components. And don't forget that also raises your Constitution save and any Constitution-based skills, which there are none actually.
I think
Con save.
there are no material components. It was just going to save me a first level spell slot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so we have 1,000 for this stuff.
Actually, for the scrolls of cure, I'll just sell them at 50.
Okay, that makes it slightly easier.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay, so do
easy-
you want a
easy.
calculator?
6. So between those. That's about 600
How you doing?
already.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So.
Winter getting into trouble.
Always.
Telling lies again.
What?
Casting
We can buy
darkness
a lot
again.
of crap here.
What, so how
Oh,
much?
yeah.
What have
That's
we?
not
What have we
mine.
spent?
Okay,
The
so I
darkness
was
is
thinking
not
of getting
mine.
2 greater healings, which is 300.
Okay.
So far, I've kind of figured out what 6 healing was, which was 300. So that's
Mhm.
600 so far.
Okay.
I think there's only 2 scrolls of cure wounds. He said.
There are 3.
Okay.
So another 150.
I might as well buy all of those.
So that's up to
So-
750. Do we want to get another greater healing?
Sure.
Throw in 100 gold, you can communicate with the god. Remember that one?
And then do we want to get 2 more regular healing? Even out at 1,000.
What up?
Sure. Okay, so
Okay.
how many we were getting?
So we got
Not
3
me.
greater healing.
Okay, and then we were getting.
We got 1 more basic bitch.
What were you said 2 more.
Oh yeah, 2 more. Two more basic bitches for that extra 100.
Okay.
And then
And
the
then
3 scrolls.
Okay. So that is 8 healing potions, 3 greater healing, and 3 cure wounds scrolls.
I am going to take at least 1 of those greater healing potions.
Okay. I'm just gonna write them all down and then we'll
Yeah,
divvy them up
we'll
in a
divvy
bit.
them up.
So
I'm actually, from now, after this game, I want to put all of our healing potions and consumables on cards, so that when you use them, you can just like rip them up or hand them back.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That way, it just makes life way easier on consumables.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
and
we'll
that
do
way
that after game.
Yeah, and that way the physical, not like going back and reading which.
I was
what
gonna
items
get the
I have.
magic item cards, but they're really expensive. They're like $40 for the magic item card. I'm like, I could almost like that's a fourth of an extra camera.
we've
Yeah.
got so much healing.
We have a lot of healing potions.
Yay!
now.
I'm gonna make you spend it all.
That's perfectly fine because that's. I mean,
All right.
that's all my Wi-Fi
So you'll
stuff
finish-
that I just bought. Used
I mean, that's
for.
true. So always loot the bodies and cut parts of the bodies up. So as you're making your way around looking for Marisol, you saw which way she went.
Yeah.
And as you're reaching the edge of the bridge, she'll come sprinting back up the stairs. Not winded, actually. She's actually in fairly good shape. It's probably the extra support.
Okay, well, if
Yeah.
she's sprinting, I'm gonna grab her then and shuffle us back into the crowd of people leaving the market so that we go invisible really quickly.
So a tiny person tries to grab me?
I will reach out to you, call you, to you, Marisol, quick,
Oh.
into the crowd.
Go, bye!
Bye.
And I will pull the rest of them into the crowd.
All
On the
right.
edge. Like, okay, guys, back in the crowd.
All right.
Something's chasing her.
What did you do this time?
Not a lot.
You find a little bit of solace in the nook right at the bottom by the honeycomb hideout.
Honeycomb.
Honeycomb is big. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it like actually literally honeycomb he's selling?
Yeah. Is it small? No, no, no. This
How much?
honeycomb's got the big honey taste.
How much?
It is 5 silver per honeycomb.
Yeah, let's get some.
Sure.
All right. How many honeycombs would you like? Remember, it's not small. No, no, no.
I'll take one.
Does anybody get the joke?
No,
No.
How are you fucking 80s kids?
I'm.
not.
I was born in '92.
Me too.
You know-
I mean, I don't remember the
I
joke,
mean-
and I'm an 80s
I
child.
think I'm
I'm
older
technically
than
an
you by a
80s
bit.
child.
When were you?
I was born in the last year of
November
it.
of '92.
Yeah. Are you older?
I'm
than-
September.
Or September, okay.
Yeah,
I never
you're
claimed to
the
have an
oldest
amazing
of the
memory.
three of us.
It's-
What's it from?
It's from the honeycomb commercials.
Whoa.
And they hung out at the honeycomb
Yes.
hideout.
No.
And there's an episode of Futurama where they're like,
Yeah.
the honeycomb's big? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not small. No, no, no. Big honey time with the big honey taste. Wow. Okay.
No.
Well, for those of you listening who... does anybody in the chat remember? Okay. Did
Krista
you...
does.
Krista, you're my soulmate. I mean, like, same shoes.
She also called you old.
Oh,
All right, bitch.
In particular, she said, we're old, it's okay.
Okay, we're old. That's fine. That's fine.
But she still, by implication, called you old.
Chat, can we make a death pact?
What?
Nothing. We just watch Saturday morning cartoons from the 80s until we die. Back to you.
You need to do that one Saturday morning.
It's really true. We just load up the D&D cartoon. Yeah. It's not bad. Actually, you know what really aged well? He-Man. The writing's really good. You wouldn't think so, but it's sassy AF. Now back to the group. Now, as you you buy the honeycomb,
I'm gonna try to keep an eye on the direction she ran out of because Jason's just too curious to know better. So they've dragged us along. I'm still trying to see.
You're still trying to figure out who your fiance is.
Oh god!
make me a perception roll.
I know we have friendship bracelets now.
16.
Friendship bands.
You notice that there's something slightly off through... You hear something, actually, from the Butcher's Passage. Hey! Hey! Where did that ham hock go? God damn it, another thief! You'll hear echo through. Thief! Guard! Guard!
Were you followed?
No.
I don't believe you.
30 minutes until closure! Everyone gather up your things. Finalize your sales.
Do we have everything? We should go. Let's go back to the room.
Alright. I quickly pay for honeycomb.
So I got some
Share some with
information for
Farah.
you guys.
What is this?
It's honey, eat it. Good.
Bees! I remember bees. Oh,
She just eats the bee.
they had the most amazing knees.
Hey, Kelly.
Why don't you put some of that on your cake?
Yeah, it would go really well on the cake.
She's gonna lean in until her nose is touching your nose.
Hi.
You
Yes.
are an innovator.
The other thing you should add, save some of your cake. And when we get back to the hotel, we'll order whipped cream and fruit. And we will put whipped cream and, ooh, I bet they have raspberry jam. And it will be delicious.
Jam.
Mashed berries with sugar.
A preserve?
Yeah.
Yes.
In fact, they might even make a syrup.
They wrap these. Where's the bag of holding? I'm carrying 5 cheesecakes. Here.
I hope one of those is for me.
One of them is for you.
Okay.
Yes, and I'll grab one before it goes into the bag of holding.
Did you pay for one?
I'll pay you back.
I mean,
Wait,
gave
I
her
can't
60
pay you back.
I gave her 60 silver for those for the cheesecake.
That's 6 gold.
Which, how much did Yasmin's alcohol count?
6 gold.
No, you got
No,
3
like-
flasks. It was 9.
Oh, sorry, 9 gold.
9 gold. You owe me.
Oh, beer.
You think no one will marry me, but fair.
Why would
It's my alcohol till you pay me.
Why would anyone
Still
marry you? You're a mooch.
I can't deny that.
I mean, I'll buy one off you.
Going once, Jason.
Come on, let's get
I
to
don't
the
have
room.
enough money. I owe the girl
Where are we
money.
going?
We're gonna go have like
Alright.
drinks and cake. Apparently, this is gonna be great, and I'm gonna tell you a story.
I will give you 9 gold.
All right.
I will hand you the alcohol. It's Xena's alcohol now.
So,
Thanks for the boots.
a quick walk later, and you'll...
As the group's going, Yasin's gonna try to fall back from the group and off to the side, and just like a good 40 feet or so, and see if there's anyone following, because he's still suspicious about that.
Sure, go ahead and make me an investigation roll.
Okay, well, we're gonna
Actually,
all
perception roll,
GTFO and go to the hotel.
We are
so-
all going to GTFO and go to the hotel.
Mhm.
Where I am going to enjoy my cake.
17.
All right. As you're going, you'll notice that there is someone following you, or at least it sure seems like they are. It's yeah, for sure. You will see that it is a halfling making their way through the crowd, ducking and weaving, not as stealthily as they would like. Just keeping an eye on you.
Me in particular? Or does it seem like they're following them?
Actually following probably her the most, but also her, because she's actually You are all very visible in this town.
Yeah.
You probably the least so.
Well, I'm going to fall back even more. I'm going to try to fall out behind him.
Okay. You make me a stealth roll.
What is that? 22.
You'll manage to hide yourself in an alley, just for a moment, looking like you're taking a leak. Maybe you'll even take a leak. I don't know. It adds to the illusion. It's practical magic, hands-on magic. But just remember, any more than 2 shakes and you're just playing with it. All right. So, as you pause in the alley, you can see the halfling dart by. I mean, you are officially pincering him with your party. Jason is just vanished.
Oh well. He gets in court again.
What do you do?
I'm going to follow for a turn or two and just, look to see see if he's armed. And if he isn't, or at least isn't obviously armed,
you can see that it looks like he has the slight outline of probably a dagger on him, but it's not terribly uncommon. Nothing bigger though.
What's the name of that girl from the prison? The halfling girl?
That is Margin Johns.
So I'm gonna speed up so I'm in just a step behind him. You wouldn't happen to be a friend of Margin's, would you?
He will stand completely still, pivot, and look up at you with wide blue eyes.
I promised I'd help her.
Yes, I am. My name's Sam.
Cheesecake? And held out what's left of the cheesecake he's been nibbling on.
We should bring him to the room.
He'll take some. This is very good, thank you. I haven't been able to purchase any of this since the border closed.
No worries, let's walk and eat. We're just like nonchalant, normal people.
He'll pull his hood up.
So, what can you tell me about what's been... I believe Margin did not do the thing she was accused of. What, and I believe the Jarl is lying about it. What can you tell me about what happened?
Make me a persuasion roll. I want to see how you're... Okay, good enough. Alright, so as you're walking, he'll lean in, kind of up to you and mutter, I can't say much in public, but I know she's being framed. I've heard of what happened to the body. The Jarl's brother was stabbed by a sword, something larger. I don't think that Margin's held a sword in her entire life. She's an archer.
And the brother, a warrior, was he? What did he do?
He was a soldier. He was the head of the city guard. He joined the Fast Cloud. He joined us to try to overthrow his sister. But it's not safe to say this in public.
Is there somewhere we can meet you?
Anywhere. I can meet you at the last drop.
You mean the long drop?
Yeah, sorry, the long drop.
Okay, at what time?
It's 7 o'clock now, 6 o'clock? 6 o'clock, I can meet you there in an hour. Is that acceptable?
Works for me. You'll buy the drinks.
I don't really have any money.
And there'll be cheap drinks. I'll give a wink.
Yes. Thank you. And he'll vanish into the crowd as best he can, which is incredibly well.
Boink.
Yeah, not 20 on that one. He vanishes in the crowd. As you make it to the hotel again, Jason recombines with you. And you take the elevator up. Going up to the top floor.
Oh, yeah?
And you'll find yourselves once again in your hotel room. A little note has been left on the door that says, "Dinner is between 7 o'clock and 10 o'clock. Please ring whenever thou art hungry."
Oh, yes.
You can tell it's fancy because they said thou.
Very good, very good. And I'll tell the rest of the party what I saw down below with the, like the slummies and...
Well, why don't you tell us?
What was the girl's name again, though?
It was... the names were... Falmorel, Moonblight.
Emerald. Moonblight?
Moonblight, as in a blight of the moon.
And her master?
The name that you overheard was Dendera.
There.
Is that a... Well, sorry, you tell your thing.
Down below in the caverns, there was almost just... Excuse me. Barely a crack that somebody could fit through. And further down still, the word escapes me, but a temple or something for Nern in this area. Haven't seen that since way back south. And the assassin from the other night was there.
Oh.
Speaking out to her master, and I could hear the voice speaking back. Saying that she wouldn't be given a second chance.
She like another assassin? She like Assassin's Guild? Union?
What walked out from behind the shrine? That's the word I was looking for. The shrine was a black cat that was speaking.
Cat. Speaking black cat.
And she referred to it as Master Dendera.
Everybody here can make me an Arcana roll if you'd like.
Not religion?
Nope, this is Arcana.
Nat one.
Cool. It's a magic cat.
13.
19.
So, what'd you get?
1.
It's a magic cat. Both of you are very, very aware that a polymorph spell can definitely transform someone into a cat, and that certain creatures can be possessed by things, like that dog that just snored. So it could be a possessed animal, could be an aberration of some sort, but you, with your 19, will know that there is a fourth option, I guess, technically. Animals, particularly ones that are well loved by magic users, familiars, yeah, things like that, can be awakened. Magic can permanently raise the intelligence of creatures. How it's speaking is probably some magic trick, but we definitely would be enough to make it intelligent. Or a familiar, or maybe it's a transmuted mage, or something like that. Who knows? There are many options. Please continue.
So, this cat told her to have her head down to the ground. I don't know what was going to happen. And then I cast some magic bullshit and ran.
What?
So I didn't do anything to interfere. I came and got you guys first.
So, you
But you
snuck
let them know
down.
that somebody was spying on them.
That was the point I was going to.
Yeah, that too. But still, we know where they are now.
What do you mean that too?
What else did you
What
do?
else did you do, Mars?
I cast some darkness, and before I went, I said that was a mistake, and then I ran. So they didn't see me. They were stuck in a dark, cloudy thing.
But they still knew you were there.
Which means you've lost most of the element of surprise.
Because now they're expecting it.
Which means we won't be able to catch them off guard again like that.
Was it cool?
It was so cool.
At least it was cool.
Fair.
Fair.
We should probably figure out what we're doing next, because...
We need to go to the bar. I made a contact. By the way, you guys were totally
Oh.
followed.
The assassin said that it was something to do with a contract.
The assassin.
Or, yeah, like
What
she was
was to do
under
with the
contract to, like, fulfill something and that she had failed.
Well, we knew that
Yeah,
she was hired.
exactly.
And you did thwart her, so she did fail.
Okay, so who are you meeting at the bar?
We need to go. I have a contact. He
Okay.
will.
Who?
He can fill us in on what's been going on.
Is he part of this fast cloud?
I'm not actually sure.
Because
Was it a halfling?
Well, yes, but I don't want to stereotype halflings as all being part of the fast cloud.
I mean, a good chunk of them have been so far.
Because not all tieflings are... I was gonna say murderers, but then I was like, that's kind of a lie, too. Never
should
mind.
we appear to be talking to the fast cloud when we're technically working for the jarl?
since the assassin was hired by the Fast Cloud.
Apparently, it was hired by this cat.
Well,
I think
it said
there's
the Fast Cloud sends its regards.
Well, so far, what I found out is that the Jarl's brother actually was one of the Fast Cloud and was attempting to overthrow his sister.
In their words.
Yes, that's why I was hoping to go get more.
And I feel like
I
there's
mean,
more going on than what
there's-
we're being told.
That's
Different
why
shit
I
going
wanted other
on.
people along.
Because I really want to know what connection the Fast Cloud has with whatever's going on with Grimstead, if there is one.
I kind of feel like we shouldn't be dealing with the politics of the region either. Because
Politics
this is going to get us killed.
If we don't, an innocent person, well, I believe an innocent person will get executed tomorrow.
Well, why haven't... I did suggest we could talk to Kronar. He seems very neutral.
But
And
we don't really
interested
know
in
much of-
justice. You also don't know anything about the Fast Cloud.
And
I mean, we
That's why I'm
also
trying
don't
to
know
get more
anything about
details.
the Jarl either. We don't know anything about anyone here.
That's why I kind of wanted more
Exactly.
information before going and approaching the Jarl's lawyer.
Somebody who is biased in their words and opinions.
I mean, they
Possibly.
let us off
Are
pretty
they?
easily off after at our trial.
Mm-hmm.
That
He
didn't
also
seem
seems
terribly
to ask a
biased.
lot of grilling questions, so that's why I wanted more information.
Okay, so where do we go next?
A bar?
Bar.
Might as well at least go to the bar and see what the hell's going on. If we
I
can
think some
pick
of
up
us
other
should go and
information.
some of us should stay separate. So
Okay.
it doesn't look like
Agreed.
we're all conspiring against the Jarl.
Agreed.
True.
Fair enough.
Especially if we're not the ones wearing the medallion.
Do you want to hang back?
Maybe there's something else we can tackle while they're doing that.
Mm-hmm. Try and have some dinner too.
Oh.
Keep our energy
I
up.
can spend the evening going and healing guards.
I mean, I guess I
Same.
did tell the Jarl that I wanted to take care of that assassin, and if we got word that she's gonna be there, then may as well head there too. Actually,
I also find it funny that they're feeding us extremely well while there's also missing food.
Well,
they
that's
were
generally
thinking
how
that-
it ends up working, right?
Yeah, but do we really need all of that food?
Well, we can also look into where the food's going. That's one of the
So,
problems.
just something feels iffy about that too. I don't like it.
Well, the faster we get things done, the faster we can stop draining their resources.
I want to know why they tried to overthrow her.
That's a good question.
She doesn't seem that bad. There's got to be a reason, though. People don't just try to kill people for no reason, do they?
Sometimes.
What do you want to bet that asshole is involved in all this?
Which one?
Which one do we know? Who's fucked us over at every frickin' turn?
yeah.
Yeah,
Promise?
that's probably.
We know a lot of assholes.
That's what I meant.
I mean,
But we know one in particular asshole.
Yeah, but
who has gone out of his way to
but
cause
he
issue with
also
us.
gave us some stuff.
He gave us like the most minor stuff in the world.
True.
this also seems
Kind of a pain in the ass.
different. He was more for the. I
He was
don't want to say
looking-
more like the fun of it, but like
But
this
it's
is
going to be
scary.
on a big stage for him.
Possibly.
Because
Well,
I bet you that both sides are completely in the right as far as they're aware.
The cleric is what you're talking about?
Graz.
Yeah.
Or whatever his
The
name is, really.
Trickster.
I want to go to the library.
You want to see if you can find out something about missing text?
Or just read books in general?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can get more caught up on stuff that we can't help you with.
It's
I can
near
walk
the
you
bar.
Yeah.
I can walk you there and then head over to the guards space.
Thanks. Let's have cheesecake and then go to the bar.
That sounds good.
All right.
And if anyone sees that sellsword that we came here with that
Pace.
Pace? Yeah.
piece, yeah, let me know.
Okay.
You might know something or nothing.
Or everything.
Probably not.
No. I was just being hopeful.
All right. So we will. My contact, the halfling, said he could meet us in an hour.
Okay.
That was like
Plenty of time.
10
Plenty
minutes
of
ago.
time for cheesecake.
Yeah.
There's
another
plenty of time.
I will call down asking for berry syrup and whipped cream.
Right, and as you all sit
That
around,
probably sounds raunchy as hell to them downstairs.
they actually reply with a very abrupt, absolutely standard issue.
We bought cheesecake.
Don't worry, super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Can I get some just sandwiches? I've only been eating sweets.
Not a problem, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Superissimo.
Cheesecake is tight.
Cheesecake is tight. And I think on that note, let's call a game here. So thank you for tuning in. Cheesecake is tight. Dork Tales is going to be back in 2 weeks.
We did nothing tonight.
You did went shopping,
Yeah.
but you did meet the cutest little monster,
And we got the cutest hat.
Dendara. I love Dendara. You guys are going to love Dendara. So that's Dork Tales for tonight. Be sure to check in 1 week from tonight where we have game 2 of our Hunter the Vigil game. Game 1 is up on YouTube and we've heard really good things about it from the outside, and from the inside it's been a hell of a lot of fun. Choice wording. Besides that,
your piercings.
take care of your piercings. What the hell did we do this game? We bought a bunch of arrows. We got our nipples pierced. We got
lingerie.
We got lingerie. We got a bunch
cake.
of booze. We trashed an assassin.
Come here.
Found out that its boss is a cat.
And gained a bunch of hit
Which,
points.
for a feline, it sounds like one hell of a bitch.
Yeah, right. Really catty.
Mm.
Pussyfooting around. We had the dog snore in the middle of game. I
We got
referenced.
friendship bracelets.
He's a sleepy puppy.
Nobody went to Subway as usual.
And got engaged!
No one got engaged!
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. The dog is saying good night too. Good night.